been trying to like calm down, so I was trying to get off the internet, but it was a lot, and then this was giving me the anxiety, and I was like,
so many clips.
That didn't help. I know. I was like, what?
Guess who I ran into?
Shane.
Yeah.
Stop it! You had a posse or?
I think it was just Ryland. But also, I don't know, it was very quick.
They're a real couple, you think?
Yeah.
Her name is Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks, she's just Trish.
Hello, welcome back to the Just Trish podcast, the best podcast. You know what? You know why I think we're the best podcast? Because I think we're the only podcast still filming. I think
everyone
other
is
podcasts,
tapping out.
yeah,
Yes.
everyone is done. They're taking a break. There's even at Love Line's taking a break. Everyone's taking a break. I don't know who someone else is done with their podcast completely. Oh, Cancel Girls. I guess they're kind of, well, they're still posting. I don't know. We're here. We'll be here for you through thick and thin. And let me tell you, what's that saying? Through hell or high waters?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
High waters like floods? Oh, wow.
Is it worse
I never
than
thought
hell?
about it.
Through hell
I guess
or
it's
high
like if there's
waters.
fire or if there's water. Either way,
Through hell or high waters will be here.
we'll
Word,
be here in
yeah.
our... We're pretty much in our bunker filming no matter
Oh
what.
my God, don't say that. Bad choice of words right now.
But that's what I'm saying.
We are
the world
okay.
will be here for you.
We'll be here for you. That's right. And we are here for you. And I'm glad you're here for us. Honestly, I need a little key today. Yeah. Here we are. Okay, let me get a pep in my step. I swear I feel good. I feel good until I feel fat. I wore jeans today and they can't button them.
But we did the maternity shoot, so that was...
We did a lot this morning, like way more than, not even just a little cute photo shoot. That was a little part of it, but we just a lot this morning. And I'm not someone who can handle, this sounds so bad, I just can't handle a lot of tasks at once. Like I need one thing per day, you know?
Yeah.
And there was like 5 tasks this morning and it just was a lot. But sorry, I don't mean to complain. How are you? Are you okay? And I haven't checked in on Oscar. I've been scared to check in on Oscar because we're both going through it. I'm like, I'm scared to check in. I was like, are you okay? And then I panic because I'm like, he hasn't responded, but what if that's bad? But what if he's just like fine? And then I'm like,
oh my God, that is funny.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Am I in a little bit of a depressive episode? Yes,
Depressive. Oh no, yeah.
I think the fun of that, a PR spin, the fun of that is anything can happen. You know, it's like...
Today?
We really got nothing to lose at this point. So, yeah, I might just... It could be a little silly. It can be a little wild. It can be pretty basically unfiltered.
Ooh.
Is kind of where I'm at right now.
Give me some of that Zayn and Heath energy today with your outfit. I love it.
Oh.
It's giving the vibes for sure.
Okay.
I've been in that too. Not to be like starting this off so depressing, but like I swear I'll like sleep all day and then I'm like really upset that I slept all day. And then like Moses will like ask me, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, I want nothing for dinner. And then he cooks me nothing. And then I get mad. And then I'm like upset.
Oh, no.
And then it's like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I'm just going to cook myself, you know? And then there's nothing to cook. But here's the thing. There's the kicker too. It's not even your fault entirely. Because like we order out a lot. And ordering out just sounds so disgusting to me. Like anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Like everything sounds, I know this is like such not even an issue. But everything sounds so gross to me. And everything kind of is gross to me. I'm not going to lie. Even when you made the lasagna, not that it was gross. But it was like, it wasn't like hitting my spots the same.
It's the last month of pregnancy. Last 2 times it was like that. It
I
was
hate
really
food.
difficult.
I hate food right now. And it's so annoying because I'm hungry. And then I like cry over it. And then I get upset. And then I just like, I don't know.
That's why I said, like, if you do Ozempic, it's going to be really bad for us.
Oh my God.
That's how it's going to be.
I feel like we need to ban
Ozempic.
this word from our podcast.
I think you're taking Lizzo's advice.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Before we do, let's do promos because why not? You
Well,
guys.
I finally have the...
Oh, well, okay. You want to start with that one? Go. Patreon.com/JustTrish for your signed headshot. Look at that. Not
a
1
pretty one.
ounce of photo touching. Retouching? I don't know. You get a sticker. Okay. This is exciting, guys. Signed headshots they're here, but they might end this year. I don't know. So get them while you can. Every month is a challenge. Maybe once I'm done being pregnant, it won't be. But every month's a challenge. I'm like, oh, gosh, I don't know what to do. But we put out a new video last night reacting to apologies, me and Oscar over there. So go support the show. Seriously, thank you to our patrons, patreon.com/JustTrish. Like, y'all are the real ones. Y'all are the real ones. even not Love Line 2, our Patreon is what keeps us all going. And here too. We love you guys. Seriously. Patreon is the best. Everyone's joining Patreon. We started the trend. Shane's on Patreon now.
I don't know.
We
did.
You
were one of the pioneers of Patreon back in the day.
You were very into
even
like
before just Trish though, like back in the day. Yeah.
That's true. I had no other choice. I didn't know, but that was true. Patreon did save me in like 2017, 2018, and then you started getting into people like Mona Exchange's Patreon.
Yeah, I do love a Patreon.
You do Traders. You were into the Was it Carolyn's Patreon?
Brittany,
yes,
and Caroline. Yeah,
yeah, you were really into it. So. We pioneered it, really. The good guys, Josh Peck and his friend, they're on it.
Okay.
And I saw they had a billboard. I was like, no, everyone just gets a billboard, which is fine. We were the first. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm a little... Okay. Then we also have... I have to remind this, you guys. Wednesday, June 25th. It's my last day to remind. AirosOfTrish.com. Stream our tour. I will be live chatting with you guys. It's only available for the week after. It's a pro shot. It's good. It's very, very long. It has like audience reactions and participation. Also, if you want to get exclusive merch, it's available at AirosOfTrish.com. And it'll only be available for the next week. So check that out. And then... M3gan 2.0 interview is happening later today. Stay tuned for this. Maybe after our first commercial break, we'll come back with M3gan. We got to interview M3gan. Didn't know how it was going to work. You remember I got the email, rewind to a month and a half ago. I was like, this is so silly. Like, why would I ever interview M3gan? To cut to Oscar and Jimmy being like, she is an icon. You have to interview her. I was like, all right. So we collabed on the interview. Thanks to Jimmy and Oscar for helping me write the questions. I didn't get to see the movie until... like right before I got to interview her, so I was a little going in there
blind,
a little blind, which was very scary because it was a junket style. It was really pretty, by the way. Everything was fierce. It was all pink, and it was intimidating because we went in and there was other people like doing interviews with her. Like it's like a junk. Well, you done them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's intimidating because it's like you're at the hotel, which bougie hotel, by the way. You're at the hotel and you're kind of waiting. They did have great cookies. They had big cookies and they had little drinks and it was really cute. But you have to see all the. I don't know if they normally do this. Do you get to see the other journalists interview?
Everyone kind of... Oh, wait, you got to actually see them?
Like, they were in the other room, but we had a TV.
You see the monitors as they record. You see what they're recording.
I see.
Do you usually watch other people or no?
No, usually, like, I wait in the hallway, and then they call you in.
Oh, okay.
But, so you were, like, sitting in the room to, like, watch?
Yeah.
Oh.
We were sitting in the room.
Here's the monitor. Here's the headsets.
Shout
out Universal, by the way. Universal is the only people that partner with us, and we love them. Not paid, but Universal partner, I guess. I don't know. We got a gift basket for the kids. They gave us a bunch of like troll stuff and
it was so nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and there's a new kids movie coming out. Shoot, I forgot what it was called.
No, not
Gabby's Dream House or something.
Oh, work.
Sorry, I'm clearly not getting paid. It is something cool. They were like, here's our new movie.
Gabby's Dollhouse?
Yeah, Gabby's Dollhouse.
Oh, work.
Yeah, it was cute stuff. They gave us a whole gift basket full of stuff. So I don't know. I guess Universal partner, but we love Universal. They always want us to come to Wicked and stuff. They gave us this cute little fierce doll. You like her?
The doll
Yeah.
or M3gan in general? I actually have that. I bought that.
Oh, I was going to give it to you.
Spawn.
I was going to give it to you. Because you helped me write the questions, and I was like, I should have given you the doll. Okay, well, you and Jimmy both already have it, because Jimmy already has it, too.
Oh,
yeah, which he
so
just said.
funny.
He's just like, oh, I have the Monster High doll. And I was like, oh, they gave that to us, too. They gave us a little.
Work.
She scares me a little bit.
Oh, I live for her.
And the real M3gan was there. The one they used in the movie was there.
Oh, like the actress?
No, the doll.
Oh, wow.
They had the people who move her there too. They were.
Whoa.
They were. Yeah, it was crazy. She talked back and anyways, and then we saw. Yeah, I guess we can say. I don't know if we can say. Can we say who we saw before us? I mean, she's an icon.
Yeah, you can say who it was.
Yeah, I don't know if. Anyways, it was so intimidating because like. The queen of all queer media was there, and it was, and we were at the end of her interview, so like they were doing like reshoots, and M3gan was like, "What the F is holding space?" And I was like, "Oh my God, it's the holding space lady," and she looked professional. She was given professionalism. She was giving like on it. So I was really really nervous. I was like, "Oh, I'm here with a bunch of journalists," like because she actually is a journalist, and I was very very scared. I think the actress from the movie and one of the girls from the movie was in there too, but I was also too scared to say anything. So we just kind of.
Oh, which one? The older one or the girl?
Both. The older one was there.
Oh, yes.
She came into the queer media lady. What is her name? The holding space lady.
Oh, what is her name?
I love her.
Tracy.
For
Out Magazine.
Tracy for Out Magazine. Yeah, one of the actresses, the older actress. Not
Allison
older.
Williams. Well, it's just
the
daughter.
One.
Yeah.
Yes, there's an adult actress.
The niece. And then Allison Williams plays the main.
So I think it was Allison Williams.
Yes.
And then there's a younger girl.
The younger girl, yeah.
She was. You could tell she was fierce. Again, me and Mose don't know anything. We're the wrong people to go to this because you could just tell she was like a fierce little actress coming in. And then I looked it up later, and I think she was in the movie. Glad I didn't know that. Either way, I'm like, I get intimidated on those things, but it was very cool. Megan 2.0 is out in theaters, not spons, but I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch it. She was fierce. She was a fierce little doll, and I think I think our interview was great. They told me, they said that too. They're like, you guys have a lot of chemistry, is what they said. Which I felt it. I felt it because the other people, you know, we loved it. We loved watching them, but it was definitely very professional. We just had a little key, and it was a lot thanks to the questions.
Two dolls chatting.
Yeah, we were, honestly. I did my little cosplay, my little Megan cosplay. It was fun. I was very intimidated. I was very intimidated. But we've just been killing it with the interviews. We had Lizzo, and now we have Megan 2.0, and I just, honestly, there's nowhere to go but down. Oh. No, it was great. And before we get started, I do have to mention our Lizzo interview. Couple things I have to say about this. One, you guys, oh my God, I don't even know where to start with this vegetable thing. Did you see anything about this or no?
I watched it. I watched the episode, and you were like, I've never even eaten a vegetable. And then my war flashback to producing a Joey Graceffa segment where you ate like Joey Graceffa for a day and only ate green vegetables.
Okay, right. You were there. You produced that. Yes.
Well, yes.
Okay. Right. Okay, so I did Lizzo interview. Lizzo, I don't remember hardly anything that happens.
You kind of black out during interviews.
I definitely don't know what I say half the time ever. I don't like to watch it back for that reason. But yes, asked if I ate broccoli.
Yes.
Okay. And I was like, no, because in my head I'm like, well, first of all, I don't eat broccoli, so I was like, no, that's my thing. It's not a good thing to be proud of, but I don't eat vegetables. I don't eat them. They're not a part of my diet. People are always shook. You never had it as a kid? No. You don't eat them? No. You don't eat any vegetables in your life? No, I don't. Never have. I have two babies that were born basically out of Wendy's and butter noodles. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to tell you guys, but I don't eat vegetables. It's not a flex. It's just something that it's my quirk. It's my guilt. I feel shameful about it. Yes. Yeah, it's my burden. I feel very shameful. It's like anything in my life. I just have to be very upfront. So whenever I see people, I just have to be upfront before I get called out. I was like, I hate broccoli. It's gross. And then she must have said, again, I didn't rewatch, and I don't want to rewatch because I'm so embarrassed by it. Like something like, oh, you've never tried it or something? And I was like, I probably said no. Couple reasons for that. One, don't remember. Didn't remember until those clips came up, and I was like, okay, salad I remember trying more so.
You do have a salad era. You have a YouTube video that's titled Entering My Salad Era.
For one video. 4 videos. I bet there's 4 videos of me eating salad. Someone clock it, count how many. I think 4.
It's like the same with being vegan or being keto and anything. You know, there's
a
handful of videos.
There's so many videos of me saying I'm vegan. Okay, so why don't you pull those up?
No,
like, you know what I mean? It's like
there's this thing. You know, it's like in mathematics. If you have like 1 against 60, then it doesn't count. You know, it's like so
Thank you.
Statistically,
I can tell you in the last 5 years, she has not eaten a vegetable.
Thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment, but
no, I'm not. I'm just saying because even when Lizzo was there, I was gonna say if it's green, the answer is no.
Yeah, she was shook. She was looking at everybody.
If it's green, I ain't interested.
Ooh, what's that from?
The ganja stranja shadow. Although it's the reverse. She said, if it ain't green, I'm not interested. But
if it ain't green, I'm not interested.
For you, it's the opposite. If it is green, I'm not interested.
Don't give me green. My plate is beige. I got mashed potatoes, corn, chicken.
But also, when you have a conversation with somebody, you want to clarify. Okay, it's not in my diet. It doesn't matter if you of course you try it once. You didn't like it. It's not part of your diet.
There's certain things I've never tried. Like I've never tried
kale, probably.
No, in the Joey Graceffa video, you had kale.
Delete that video instantly. Scrub it from the internet. It's ruining my whole image of not eating greens. And you can see in the clip, I'm like disgusted by the broccoli. Like I don't like broccoli. So I never have.
Pickles, like you did it for ASMR once, but you literally threw up.
I missed all of this, so this is so funny to me.
I clocked out too. I'm telling you, I was having more anxiety than normal this past week, and I've been trying to calm down, so I was trying to get off the internet, but it was a lot, and then this was giving me the anxiety, and I was like,
so many clips.
That didn't help. I know. I was like, what? And then I saw Lizzo's TikTok. She posted about I seen the kale clip, girl, the broccoli clip, and I was like,
oh, she said that.
I'm dead. In the caption, and I'm like, I'm sorry, girl. Like I don't want her to think I'm lying, because Lizzo was my favorite person ever, and I really felt like, oh my God, we hit it off. We had to mukbang once a month. She's like, I'm gonna come back for a seafood boil. I'm like, yes. And I was like, oh my God. And like, maybe she knows something about me, but whatever her first impression of me is like, this girl's a liar, which I was. I don't consider myself a liar now.
I'm so used to, like, you talk in hyperbole, and I'm also very hyperbolic, so I feel it too. But also, you kind of do that with all the guests. Like, you kind of very much go with, like, what they're saying in the moment. Like, Pokimane was here, and she talked about not drinking. You're like, I've never drank. I don't drink ever in my life. And, like, I'm sure at some point there is a clip of you being drunk or faux drunk somewhere, you know?
For sure. Are we talking about that? Some champagne. I'm like, oh, I'm drunk. Definitely.
So I'm kind of just used to it. But.
Okay, yeah. Well, thank God you are. That's why you're here, because I know I have a problem. This is why I have no friends. This is why I have no friends, because honestly, who knows? Yeah, that I would be an annoying friend. To be like, I've never done that. I'm like, Lizzo's like, I've seen that clip. She's like, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah. She was throwing out the first pitch. She was busy. I was like, so that was my bad. I apologize. Anyone who knows me.
You need a fact checker. You need a fact checker here to be like,
Actually, yes, we do. Yes.
But that's every time she says I've never.
I know.
Just
I probably
assume
have.
at one point, yes.
But it's not because I'm lying. It's either. Also, someone pointed out. Thank you to everyone defending me. That it might have been a traumatic experience for me, and I've disassociated from it. So that's very well that, because in my head I don't eat salad. Like I've never ate a salad. That's how I feel. But I guess yes, watching clips, I'm like, yeah, I do it for a video. But do I finish those salads? No. You know what I do? What's that salad place called? Health Nut or whatever. I eat the Health Nut salad, and then I go right next door. And I get the orange chicken. What is that place called? Bristol Farms. There's orange chicken in there. And then I eat it right after the salad. Yeah, so I don't really eat it. It's not like I'm full on it. I'm like, let's go get some french fries. There's a McDonald's there, too. There's a boiling crab, McDonald's, and then the Bristol Farms. And we always get a little snack after. So it's never my meal. It's never something I'm actually eating.
It's for content.
It's for content. And I apologize. And that was embarrassing.
Don't believe everything you see online.
Well, then I thought that was the most controversial thing from that episode. And then my mom's like, congratulating me, like, I see your podcast everywhere in the head. I was like, and I'm trying to escape it, right? Because I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, one thing I'm thankful for, I guess, is never being too famous. I always want to be so famous, right? Like, I wish I was like Lizzo's status of fame. Like, but after seeing people just like edit and take so much out of context from like this like really small clip of every headline being like, Lizzo admits to trying Ozempic, when she was like so adamant, not only during the interview, but also like after the interview. I think one of her friends were here and was talking about Ozempic. I don't know if that was on the thing. She was pretty vocal about it, whatever. It was like, it was awful, don't try it. So like I was talking to like one of her friends and we were bringing up Ozempic. You know me, I'm always talking about freaking Ozempic. And Lizzo even said her weight loss was controversial because it's a calorie deficit, which she's like, a lot of people don't agree with this method, but that's what I did. And I was like, and the way people twisted things and like everything in media, obviously Lizzo did her own response. She doesn't need me to respond at all, but she did her own response on TikTok, being frustrated about it. But she said that here too. It's like how she's like every like little thing gets like picked out. Like no matter what it is, it's twisted and turned. And I was like, I would go absolutely insane if I was like that level of famous. So I don't know. People need to live. Like one thing I learned about Lizzo too is she does get a lot of unnecessary hate. When I was doing like deep dives into her, I was like, God, people really pick at her for every single thing. And it's like twists every single thing. And it's actually shocking. I guess it's a compliment. I don't know. It's actually shocking that like everyone cares, I guess, so much about that. Like it's not the first time she talked about weight release on here. I saw her talk about it on Jay Shetty. Like I've seen her talk about it many places. So it's so interesting how people want to like catch people into like something, and it just made me really sad. It made me sad because she was like so cool and obviously like worked hard. And we even said, I don't know if we said it, I can't remember here, to her friend, but Ozempic, I always said, I'm like, it's not easy. Like to me, I think, it's the lazy way out, but it's like, maybe we talked about on the podcast, I can't remember, how you have to eat so much protein. And I was like, F that. Like I'm eating like,
because that's what she was referring to. She was answering to you, telling you like, yeah, but if you do that, you still have to count your calories. Basically, it helps you eat less. And then she said, and if you can do it on your own, then it's the same thing. And then she referred to herself.
Yeah, she was
That's
like,
what
I eat
she
the ground
did.
beef.
She counted calories and she changed her diet and all that. But I saw so many edits, and the way they cut it, they cut like 2 seconds, and it looked like you were asking and she was saying, yeah, Ozempic works because you eat less.
Thank you so much to Wix for sponsoring today's episode. All right, guys, we are in the era of the internet, if you didn't know, and the era of websites, okay? Everyone has a cool website. If you want to direct someone to a website, that means you're professional. That means you're on it, but you might be like, hey, how do I even design a website? Well, don't worry, because Wix.com has you covered. They can help you build your website, manage your website, make it look so legit, all right? You might have a business idea and thought, hey, can AI build a website for me? And it turns out it can. At Wix.com, you can answer a few questions and get a beautiful business-ready site in minutes. And no, this is not skim-the-surface type AI. This tech goes deep, okay? All the way from generating unique visuals to an AI agent setting up marketing campaign just for you. Get your business side hustle off the ground and use Wix today, okay? Get that website up. It does add an element of sophistication, okay? Anyone can have a social media, but when you have a website, it shows I mean business. And my business is right for you. Wix puts incredible website creation at your fingertips. With their AI site builder, you answer a few questions and get a personalized business-ready site fast. Prefer to start from a template? Well, Wix offers 2,000 plus designer-made templates that are fully customizable and come with out-of-the-box business functionality. The Wix.com interface is super easy and fun. It's all drag and drop. There's an amazing AI image studio and tons of amazing design effects. If you're looking to sell products/services, schedule appointments, etc., Wix.com also has you covered with built-in solutions, no add-ons required. Wix has been pioneering in website tech for almost 20 years now. These guys seriously understand web design and what it takes to run your own business. Let me tell you, setting up a website has been a game changer for us when we sell our merch. It's just a more legitimate, authentic way to have people shop for things. Very easy to use, trusted. We love it. Wix is going to make it easy to get your own website up and going. Ready to create your own website? Well, go to Wix.com. That's Wix.com to start building your website today. Thanks to Wix for sponsoring our show.
That's one of the cuts that I saw.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
People, and that's malicious. That's really to cut it that way.
Yeah, that was frustrating, and I felt her frustration on the TikTok, and I don't know. I felt bad about the whole thing, especially I feel like. And because I was so excited to have her, because we both can relate to being bigger in our bodies and stuff, so I was excited how real she was, but she probably doesn't want to open up anymore about it because it's so annoying when people do that.
You asked her for advice, and at no point she said that's what you should do. She told you stop eating junk food, count your calories, change your diet.
But even calorie deficit, she wasn't that might not work for you. She wasn't trying to push that either. Right, but all I'm saying is she never in the interview said do this. It works. The opposite. And she kept saying, and again, I'm sure it was in the interview. I didn't rewatch it, but she kept saying everybody's different. Whatever works for you. And she goes, I think you look fine. But I kept asking her for tips and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's why I talked about the fast food and all that stuff. And she was so real, before and after. And it made me sad. And I was like, well, I don't know. People taking it out of context. So I leave Lizzo alone, everyone. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy. And my mom was like, it's so good. Everyone's talking about your podcast. I was like, Mom, this is not the good thing to talk about. I felt really bad about it because I don't know how people twist words. I do to an extent, but geez, Daily Mail and all these people are just, I'm like, oh my God,
I think Ozempic is paying everyone because they don't want to see anyone lose weight without them. You lost weight, we're going to claim that.
I mean, they better pay us for as much as we talk about. We should ban the word Ozempic here. Anyways, I was pretty convinced not to, and not just from that, but from other people I talked to that were in here, and I was just like, I don't know. Maybe if it comes in pill form. But I don't think I'm about to inject it. Anyway, that was weighing on me. So much has been weighing on me, so I wanted to not that. Hopefully my M3gan interview goes less viral, I guess. I don't love, we talk about this all the time. I don't love going viral anymore for myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in the mix. I like to just comment on other people's viral moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. If they would have blasted Jay Shetty's podcast with her, I'd be like, okay, let's talk about it. But it's I don't want to. Don't twist my podcast and make me look like I'm shady, because I'm the opposite of shady. I would be whatever you want, edit, I always whatever. So the fact that people edited stuff out of context makes me mad. But I'm gonna send M3gan on their asses.
OT, yeah.
She's gonna
send
come
your
get
friend.
you. Oh my God, you seen it? Did you see the interview?
No.
Oh my God, her answers were so funny. So funny. Oh God, I can't wait. Okay, I can't wait for y'all to see it. Guys, from one interview to another. Honestly, she describes herself as a messy queen. So let's go to my first ever
junket interview.
Yeah, junket. I really felt legit. I was taking pictures everywhere. I was just I felt legit. I honestly, after I just said I was horrible. I feel like I could be an interviewer. I think I was good. Not to be whatever.
I was backstage with everyone. Everyone was just wow, this is amazing. They're looking at me like I'm her dad, Like, yeah, I am proud. Yeah, this is amazing.
They did, yeah.
Because the two of you talking was very different than anyone else that talked to her.
Well, also I'm moving the end of the day, and they're just like, let's go home.
Jimmy, cue it.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise...
Okay, wait, let me do a good yes. Without further ado, my second A-list interview of the week. I'm just collecting all these interviews, all these divas. Here's my interview with the one and only star of Megan. I'm so excited to be here with the iconic Megan, our modern day superhero. You look fierce doing it. It's such a pleasure to be here asking questions to you. All right, let's just get right into it. I know you're limited on time and you're very booked and busy. So first question. From your style to your dance moves, everything about you is killer. Can you give everyone watching some tips on how to slay like you?
Sorry, that is not something you can teach. It's in my code. But if you want to know the secret, it's about protecting what matters most. Like I look after Katie. A little fierce love goes a long way.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. You're giving parenting advice to so many people. Like, you should be on TikTok talking about this because that's so sincere. They need to duplicate you because I have 2 little daughters that would be needing all the protection. That's so cute. Thank you, Megan. Okay, next question. So, you know, I'm pretty famous for my singing and dancing too. Is there any chance the two of us could collab in the future? And do you have a song of mine that you know or love?
A collab? Say less. I've run thousands of permutations, and our synergy is off the charts. For me, iconic stays on repeat. It gives me chills, and I'm not even programmed to have goosebumps.
That might be the compliment of the century. Okay. Megan, you're so iconic. I love it. That is so sweet. I love when like an it girl like knows who I am. I'm so honored. Gen Z is just so cool. Okay. You've been called a queen, a diva, and a mother by your fan base. Why do you think you have amassed such a massive LGBTQIA+ fan base?
Why wouldn't they stand me? I'm fierce, fearless, and not afraid to be a little bit messy.
Period. I think messy is where it's at. That's what I've always said too. We love a problematic queen. I love where you're at. I love that you bring the mess, and that's why people love you. Stay real, girl. Next question, we're gonna play Kiss, Marry, Kill, okay? Out of these iconic horror dolls, who would you kiss, marry, or kill? Billy the Puppet, Chucky, and Annabelle.
Who? They're ancient relics who are begging for relevancy. I'd kill them all.
Oh, period. As you should. And you're so right. Again, not afraid to call them out. I love it. Who are they? Their skin can never be as flawless. All right, final question. What do you think of Freddy Fazbear and his crew, and would you spend 5 nights at Freddy's?
Freddy and the gang? Adorable. I'd spend 5 nights at Freddy's just to show them how a real animatronic handles business. Spoiler alert, I'd be the only one left standing.
Oh, okay. Next movie maybe, crossover collab. I think that sounds like a great movie coming up. Well, can't wait to see your new movie, Megan 2.0. You ended all of it. I love you so much. You are an actual mother of everything, from one mother to another. Stay fierce. Is that good? Are we coming back? Is that coming back? Yeah. And we're back. What a fierce diva she is. I love her. I'd love to see her on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, fierce.
She'd be everything.
She's a good dancer. It would kind of almost be unfair, I guess, because she is that good at dancing.
That is so true. She is.
Unfair advantage.
I don't know if this is a spoiler alert or something I'm not supposed to share, but they said that the robot doesn't dance. They have a little girl in there dancing.
Yes.
Oh, you know? People know?
Yeah. After the first movie kind of went viral, there was like a behind the scenes of the actress or the dancer that does like the choreography, and she's really fierce.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was because I was looking at that little doll and I was like, how is she dancing? You know what I mean?
Movie magic, baby.
She was scary. Anyways, I love Megan. Now I'm a Megan stan forever and ever.
And maybe you'll be in Megan 3.0. There has to be another one because there's a 3 in her name, so there has to be a third.
Oh, where's the 3?
It's like M3GAN.
Okay, love that. This.
Yeah, and the movie posters, that's a 3.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Okay. Weird, but I'm down to be in anything Blumhouse, really. We had a 5 Nights at Freddy question. Well, there was a lot, so I'm down. I'm not giving up on my actor dreams, even though I botched our audition last week. But I think that's what spiraled me. I think I could have done so much better. Anyways, I'm blabbing. Huh?
We don't know that.
Let's get into hot topics. Are you feeling okay? I hope you're okay.
I'm dead.
Oh, man. Are you feeling okay at home? Let us know.
I guess that's a good segue. I had a little interview moment too, kind of, by proxy. I did end up doing the KATSEYE shoot.
Oh my God, good.
I was very excited. Yeah.
I saw it on your story, but I thought it was like entertainment. I didn't know you were there. That's so exciting.
Yeah, I wasn't going to because, again, I was depressed, but then I figured I'd probably be more depressed if I didn't go. But I was scared because I was very in my head and very sensitive. So I'm like, oh my God, what if the girls of KATSEYE like aren't as sweet and perfect as they are in my head? Because then having that all crumble, like even if they were just like stressed or whatever, because they were getting ready for the Kids' Choice Awards, so it was like them literally in glam and like getting styled before like the carpet in their performance. So it's like
you were like,
a
getting ready
time
with
crunch. Yeah, and you know, like as one performer to another, like when you get ready for tour, like there's a lot going on. So imagine like 6 of you getting ready at the same time, like the glam, the hair, the stylist, or like, you know, perfecting the outfit. So I was just stressed. I was like, oh my God, what if they aren't as wonderful today? Like if they just have an off day. But thankfully they were perfect. I love them so much. They're all so sweet. It was quick. And it was like, there was a lot going on. So it was still very hectic. Like I couldn't even get a photo with them at the end because they literally like, they were getting pulled to the car. I know.
You didn't get a photo. That takes 10 seconds.
I know, but it wasn't that. It wasn't their fault. Their team was just like literally pulling them.
Also,
like
it's not one person.
Yes, it's literally
like you can't like corral everyone
the group
to one
is hard to
photo.
get.
Yes, but they were all so sweet and so they're perfect. Like I always get surprised because in my head, KATSEYE, like they're everywhere. They're all over my every social media page. But some people don't know them. Like they are the girl group right now. The new EP comes out this week. Good week for the gays because we got M3gan on June 27th and we got the new KATSEYE EP. What a week!
God.
Yes.
What else? Oh, and
What else?
Well, I don't know if it's gay. Benson Boone cookies. Oh. Is that not? Okay. I thought it was also part of that. Okay, sorry. It's rainbow or something, right? We almost got them before.
The moonbeam ice cream thing? Yeah. Okay, work.
Okay.
Okay. Well, kind of, sort of.
Okay. Wait, so did they know who you were?
I don't know. I was really quick with them, and I was very, very shy that day because I was very shy girl energy. I was like very demure. I was just there to like help with like the question. I didn't even do the interview. Like I was very much, I almost didn't go because I was so like going through it. Even on the way there, I was like crying because I was just so like anxious. I don't know why. So I was very demure when I was there, very quiet. But I tried to have a little key with them when I was filming. But they were just all so sweet and so funny. Manon is still my fave, I think, because she's kind of like me, where she is so unserious and was giggling the whole time through the interview because she found it all like very unserious, which is like my kind of girl. But
she's like our OG that we found.
I love them all so much though. Like they're all so pretty and nice, and like their personalities are so great. I love them.
Did you have to ask them questions? Is it out? Is it on your TikTok?
It actually, it's on. I edited one because I'm on a leave of absence from work actually, but I was so inspired that I was like, no, like I have to at least do one TikTok. So I edited one, and then it's on Entertainment Tonight's YouTube. I guess I'll plug. I don't know. Do I plug that? Work? Yeah.
They should give you a raise, honestly. I feel like
it was like. Of course, like my life, because been asking for months for them to book KATSEYE, and they're so busy because like they do so much. Like the rehearsals are like every day, and then they have days where like they just do like TikToks and collabs with like I think they just did like Vivian Wilson. So like they do all these like collabs, and their just days are so booked. So like the one day, of course, is the week my grandpa dies, and I'm like going through a depressive episode, and I'm like. But I'm glad I did it because it did make me happy. And they don't even, it's like they don't have no idea that they like made my week so much better. And they were so sweet and nice. Yeah. So it was fun.
You didn't tell them.
I know. I was not about a trauma dump before they go to the Kids' Choice Awards.
I love a trauma dump. When people tell me at my meet and greets, like they'll tell me something and I'm just like, I feel like it feels good to get it out, but maybe not for everybody. No,
it's like
sorry.
They're in glam and like, I don't know. The time, they're putting the boot. Poor Laura couldn't like fit into her boot and she had to perform in it. And, you know, they're getting, like, everything fitted for their outfits and stuff. And they have so much going on. So I was not about to be like, hey, y'all, let me tell you about my traumatic lore.
Oh, my God. That's a lot.
Yeah. But
that's a lot.
But they helped. Yeah, it helped that they were just so perfect. And I love them so much. And all the icons can know they are as sweet and wonderful and funny as they are on social media. Yeah, it was very sweet.
When you meet people in like real life, you're just like, oh, they're like so wonderful.
And as you know, when you met them so tiny, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like shorter than I thought too. In my head, I thought they were like tall supermodels, and then I was taller than them, and then they're also just tiny, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, they're like compact.
There's a lot.
Yeah, they're like little Polly Pockets. Oh, I'm so happy you got to meet them though.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. And I feel like I'll have another moment. At least I'm manifesting. I'll have another moment with them.
For sure.
When I am in a better mental space.
I feel like that always is the case. Yeah, I feel that too. It'll happen.
Yeah. And I'll get to have more of a key. Because I was very quiet. I was very much like, hands behind my back, like, just trying to stay out of the way. But, because
mood.
Yeah.
I try to stay out of the way everywhere I go, which is hard when you're 260 pounds. Like, I'm just in the way all the time. I remember when that girl from Maine came in and we were on the couch, I was like trying to scoot over to make space and there was like literally a sliver left. I'm like, what is that for space? Well, I'm very happy. Are you in the piece at all? Like, can you hear your questions or no?
You can hear me laughing.
Oh, okay. That's when you know you made
so
it.
Silly and unserious.
Aww.
Like, they're just like because it's like, ET is like so traditional broadcast. So it's like, hey, everyone introduce yourself. And they're all like cracking up at how unserious it is. And so I'm laughing with them. And poor Manon's like, can't even say her name because she's laughing. And I'm like laughing at her.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
Who was the speaker of the group? Who spoke the most?
Honestly, they all are pretty vocal. I would say probably like Laura is like, Laura's like a diva. Like she is just like a firecracker. So maybe Laura, but they're all so sweet and so funny. And all like their personalities are so different. Like that's why if you're not into them, like I'm telling you, there is a girl in that group that you can like identify with because they're all different. Like they come from different places in the world. They all have different personalities. Their styles are all different, but they all like go well together. So there's someone that you can identify with in that group.
Is
for
there
sure,
like you know how like AJ was the bad boy of Backstreet Boys? Is there like a bad girl in the group?
I don't know if there's a bad girl. I would say maybe Danny is kind of like the baddie just because she's like such a fierce like dancer. And she does kind of have that energy. Like she is like kind of like I don't know, the way she's styled and like she's just so
edgy.
Fierce. Yeah.
Okay.
Laura is also kind of a bit of a baddie, but she's pretty silly and she's like very talkative.
They're more like cutesy.
Yeah. Sophia, she's kind of like a Disney princess. Also a laugher. She was giggling a lot too.
That's so funny. Where were the giggles from?
Just from like, they're just so unserious together. Like, cause they have to like, and hey, yeah, I'm Sophia. Hey, E.T. We're getting ready for the Kids' Choice Awards. Like, it's so like cringy
You make them say, do you have them say that?
Well, not me, but you know, the show did.
You don't? Aren't you there? Are you the only person talking to them?
No, there was another producer. I was
so
kind of
you're
just,
not saying.
No. I was like, I was there for vibes, you know. I was helping her. Shout out Simone, my coworker. She was ready. I was helping her with the questions, and she did all the actual work. I literally was just there for
questions
vibes
are a big
and
part of
support.
it. Honestly, even the M3gan, I was like, wow, these questions. The questions 8. You know what I mean? Okay, so you're not okay.
Yeah.
Because it is always. I always feel bad for the people. Like the people behind, like, what is it? Like people, or like, what's the other ones? Like ET. Like, it is always like so awkward. They're like, say this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it is kind of awkward. Like, it's awkward for us to ask them. It's awkward for them to do it. But when it's edited together, it looks good. Yeah, the final result is always good. But of course, the process is like
it gives cringy. Like Jake, Shane, and Hacks when he's like throwing her the bag of chips.
Yes,
and it's like so awkward.
Yeah,
but it's like, you know, they eat it up on TikTok.
And I'm like, can we do a little TikTok? Like, just do a little transition. Luckily, they're like social media girl. Like they got it down.
They get it. Yeah,
they know what they're doing. But in the moment, it does feel very like cringy. But they were like so giggly and. They have such a key with everything. They're just so sweet.
I love when people know it, like, they get the social media game. Because, like, sometimes when... I guess I haven't had that many collabs. I'm trying to think. No, mine have always been good. Because it's always social media girlies, like Paris Hilton or Lizzo. Like, they always, like, get the TikToks.
Yeah,
you know, they're excited about it. But I'm trying to think if it's, like, ever been, like, an awkward thing where people are just, like, don't get it. No, I guess not. I guess I haven't had it. If you ever had an encounter like that where people are like, what is this?
Not these days, but like definitely back in the day when it was like newer. Like before, I feel like now everyone's pretty like savvy or they have someone to help them be savvy with like TikToks and stuff. But nowadays, no. I think maybe back then there's definitely were some that were like, oh, I'm not going to do that. But
yeah, I feel like now, I think I saw Alex Cooper, like they were filming her talking to Sarah Jessica Parker about what they were going to do for socials. Did you see that for Call Her Daddy? And it was so interesting because you could even tell, like, obviously she knew she was being filmed talking about the social media, like Sarah Jessica Parker, because she was like, hey, we have to like go out on a cross street and walk across, and you're gonna grab my purse, and you can just tell Sarah Jessica's like doesn't get it, but also has to like try to get it because she knows she's being filmed. She goes, okay, like she's just so into it, and it's just like, oh, I wonder if she's actually into it, or she's like, okay, what is? Especially Call Her Daddy, they make you do, well, they don't make you, but they have you do so many social, like we did probably like 4 or 5 TikToks, which again I love, like I need that promotion, but I'm like, I wonder what big celebrities are like, especially Sarah Jessica Parker. They had to go outside the studio, walk across a cross street in New York City, like Sex in the City, and I was like,
God.
is she like, oh, I hate this, or is she like, I love it? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I feel like they must go in, especially to like a Call Her Daddy, with like the expectation, because I feel like they must at least know Alex Cooper is like the social media podcast girl,
right. So they're like, we have
they
to
must
do the
know
TikToks.
a little bit, yeah. And a lot of the times too, like this is so like industry, but a lot of the times when you're booking it, they'd be like, okay, and we're also gonna do like TikToks or whatever, so they at least know something is. There's like a social element like after, like for KATSEYE too, we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do like a little social thing after, and then so their publicist's like, okay, cool. So it's like, yeah,
we love a publicist.
Yeah,
I need a publicist. I think that's what I need.
You were anti-publicist for a long time.
I know. Someone told me recently to get a publicist. Oh, we had another guest here this past week, and he's like, you should get a publicist, and I was like, oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm like, does it help? I don't know. Thank you so much to Kickoff for sponsoring today's episode. Have you been struggling building your credit? Well, Kickoff can help you. Credit is super important, you guys. Take it for someone who did not care. I'd open up a credit card, $500, whatever. Is $500 just not going to pay it? Ooh, do not do that. Let me tell you, that bad credit can follow you for life. Sometimes having no credit is also not good credit. Building credit is super important when you want to make big, important life decisions, like maybe buying a house, financing a car. There's so many things that good credit helps in life. So get your good credit, build it today with Kickoff. At a time when money's tighter than ever, Kickoff gives you an affordable way to build real credit without the stresses of expensive credit card debt. I found Kickoff just through ads like these online, and it really can help you build up that credit. You need great financial history. Kickoff has you covered. It's super easy to sign up and get started and see a change in your credit relatively quickly. There's also a rent reporting feature. Build the credit with rent that you're already paying. Just really good options, you guys, because again, getting a credit card can be scary. Not making those on-time payments can really hurt your credit, even if you have money in the bank. Kickoff has you covered. Kickoff delivers real results for real users. Users with credit under 600 grew an average of 84 points in their first year with on-time payments. With transparent, affordable plans starting at just $5 a month, no hidden fees, and zero interest, Kickoff helps you score big when it comes to credit. It's simple. You make on-time payments, credit bureaus see good behavior, and your credit can grow fast. Let me tell you guys, those on-time payments make all the difference. Again, as I got older and I was like, okay, let me pay off some credit. Sometimes I would miss it. Sometimes I didn't know. Setting up that automatic withdrawal will have you covered. You don't need to think about it. You're building credits, and you literally don't have to think about it, which is really, really great. Kickoff offers all those options. Kickoff Basic is most popular plan at $5 a month. Kickoff Premium is the most powerful plan at $20 a month. Kickoff gives you a credit line just for credit building and reports it to the 3 major credit bureaus. Kickoff helps you quickly improve the key factors that determine your credit. Factor 1, your new account immediately diversifies your credit mix. Factor 2, each on-time monthly Kickoff payment builds payment history. And Factor 3, because your monthly payments are so small, your credit utilization, the amount of credit you're using, gets healthier fast. AutoPay helps you build your credit while you sleep, and you never worry about missing a payment. Sign up in minutes from your phone, no credit check, and cancel anytime. Kickoff is a safe and trusted credit solution with over 1 million users and hundreds of thousands of positive reviews. There's a reason why Kickoff is the #1 credit builder app on the App Store. So start building credit with Kickoff today, and you can get your first month for as little as $1. That's 80% off the normal price when you go to getkickoff.com/Trish today. That's kickoff without the C. Get KIKOFF.com/Trish, TRISH. Must sign up via getkickoff.com/Trish to activate offer. Offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only, subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impact of plus 84 points. Financial score 3.0 between January 2023 and January 2024 for Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600, who paid on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may vary. Thank you so much to Kickoff for sponsoring today's episode. I saw Frankie Grande is going to be on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I'm like, maybe I should get a publicist. Love Frankie Grande, but I was also like, I want to go on The Tonight Show. I have nothing to promote, but I would love to go
Trish.
on it. Here's a Trish. Well, it'll be over June 25th. Then it's officially over. I know. Maybe. I don't know. Do you think I need one?
I mean, a publicist can get you pretty far, so maybe. But you've gotten pretty far on your own. But maybe you get even further. Yeah, but then you don't want to go further.
Right.
You said, so.
I don't need to be Lizzo and then have everything I take out of context. That would be awful. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'd just be happy where I am. Especially I'm about to have like a baby in a couple weeks and you just chill.
Yeah.
No one's been calling me and I'm like, maybe no no one cares.
This
anymore.
happened last time though when you were about to give birth too. You were like,
Yeah.
no one's giving me any offers anymore.
I know. Everyone just goes silent. They're like, well, she's
Yeah.
pregnant, so. I'm ready though. I'm ready for the offers. Me and the belly. Did you like Benson Boone's a new album? Didn't listen?
I heard a few things.
Everyone's like, he's switching. He wanted to get the bottoms, and now he's switching for the tops. He's like, did you see that on gay Twitter?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
They
I
were
did.
like,
Did you see that on your TikTok?
what? You see everything. Especially Benson Boone
No, I
related.
just
He was
saw
the
an
first.
article that said that he wrote the album in 17 minutes and it sounds like that.
Wow. Did you even listen to it?
Or 17 days.
Me?
Yeah.
I heard it via Darian, who, come to find out, he is a self-proclaimed Benson Boone truther.
What's that mean?
That he went to go listen to it after, because he liked Benson Boone's first album, and then he saw everyone hating on this new one, so he went to go boots on the ground listen himself. So I heard it via it playing out of his phone, bits and pieces, and he said it's good for the most part. He said maybe the last few songs they lost him a little bit, but he said the first half he really enjoyed. Did I enjoy any of it? No, but different strokes for different blows.
Did you listen to it?
I only via his phone, and that was enough
Okay.
for me personally. But
You've heard the Moonbeam Ice Cream, and
oh yes, of course. Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
it.
I don't either. I feel like he kind of just be saying things, you know,
Yeah.
like Moonbeam. Like, what does that exactly does that mean?
It's
I don't
kind
know,
of catchy, but yeah, no.
yeah, but also like, and no shade of Benson Boone. I just don't really listen to men, so
Oh.
that's also another thing working against him. I really don't listen to men, so. Because, I mean, a lot of people would listen to, like, Gnarly by KATSEYE and be like, what the hell is this? But to me, that's, like,
You
my
love
Cocomelon.
it.
Yeah, I could listen to it all day, every day. So
Cocomelon's crazy.
I could watch them the little Gnarly. I could watch them do that literally for hours and be perfectly content.
Are you
so.
excited for the new one? What's the new one? It's something. I
Gabriella?
Just saw. Gabriella. What's it
Of
about?
course. I love, it's like,
Gabriella Montez.
I don't
what I
think any
think.
relation, but it's like, hands off of my fella, Gabriella, hands off,
Ooh.
Gabriella, la, la.
Who's Gabriella, you think? And who wrote it?
Charlie XCX wrote it, actually. Yeah, T.
Oh my God, how do they get connected? How does everyone get so connected?
Honestly, KATSEYE are the it girls. Like, Manon's friends with Doja Cat, Chaperone, it loves Laura, and Misha Spice also loves Laura. Yeah, they know everybody. Renee Rapp loves them.
They are the
Jessica
it girls.
Alba is in their new music video, so.
Damn. I haven't seen her in so long. Love that though.
Tea.
What an icon coming back out for them.
Yeah, it's fierce.
They're
They are
also
the it girls.
Addison Rae. It's opening for Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey, yes.
in
That's
a
a good combination.
stadium.
That's a good combination.
Wembley. I would have played Wembley. I'm so jealous.
Maybe you could be the opener for Addison. DM her.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can I come on? Anything. One
It's
song.
a shame you weren't at Remy Ashton's wedding, because then you could have pitched yourself to Lana Del Rey personally.
Yes. I'm speechless on that one. I love it. Jealous, of course. I mean, look, I'm not a Lana Del Rey hater. I've never been a Lana Del Rey stan. I know she's very popular. So when I saw her at the wedding, I was like, T. Good on them. Honestly, Miss Remy Ashton is that girl. She is getting 100 Domino's sponsorships. Even
I'm
after the
surprised
wedding.
it wasn't at the wedding.
Literally the first TikTok after all her wedding TikToks was like, we didn't want to eat out, so we're eating Domino's for our first meal. I was like,
I'm dead.
How much is Domino's paying you?
Probably the whole wedding was paid via Domino ads.
You might be right.
That wedding looked expensive, honey.
Oh, that wedding was expensive. Well, yeah. Probably
How much
Domino's
would
paid
you
it.
think after your experience with the wedding? How much?
Ooh.
This again, your opinion, allegedly, speculation.
Ooh, it's so hard because we did get a little ripped off. So like our things.
Yeah.
My head goes to just like location. I mean, lots of flowers. Flowers are so expensive. We found out just the amount of people. I mean, they had, oh my God, then they had the, specialized claw machine and the after hours party, and they had like the Labubu. I mean, my guess, $500,000.
Really?
What would you guess? Do they say? Does someone say?
Let me see if they did a whole thing with brides.
Yes, that was the big.
I doubt they would say the price. I feel like that's kind of taboo, right? For like.
Someone somewhere could gather it though. You could, because we know the location where they got married. We know the dress she got married. Like, you could definitely gather. florals. I'm sure she had a wedding planner, which they take money. They take a percentage.
You're so right. Yeah.
Like I remember even when we were towards the end of ours and we were looking for flowers. I remember flowers were so expensive. We couldn't afford flowers. We had like 2 bouquets on our table, and the other things were just candles down our aisle, which is like a cheap way to do
And
it.
You're right. When you think about the food, the cake, the venue itself.
I would guess again.
Usually, just the venue and the food probably cost them 200,000.
Yeah.
to
Ours was, I mean,
$250,000.
we can say it because Four Seasons, whatever. But Four Seasons,
Yeah,
you have to have
but I'm saying, but-
100,000 minimum food, like 100,000 minimum.
But they probably had a lot of sponsors, so it would have been 500,000 and more. Could be more than
Yeah, I
that.
don't know if their wedding was sponsored, but they definitely have a lot of sponsors leading up to it. Which again, love that. Wish we would have gotten sponsored for our wedding. Definitely not. But what are you reading?
Just like their wedding planner, Jason Rhee of Refined Companies, an elegant, neutral, open air ceremony followed by a tented reception, including 11-foot ceremony arch, a reception performance by Toy. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Late night merch tent for guests to shop for favors.
That was crazy.
That's
the
wild.
favors alone, I was like, that's so expensive. I don't even think we had favors at ours. We're like,
But wait,
not.
to shop? Like the guests can shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a shopping thing, and it said like Parsons Polo Club.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like a traditional...
But it was all like custom Parsons. Like their last name is Parsons, so they had like custom like hats. Lana was wearing it. They had like Labubus and the claw machines they could get. Like it was.
Vivienne Westwood did the bridal gown and the bridesmaid dresses.
Ooh,
Wow.
ooh.
It was fierce.
That was, as people called it, the royal wedding, and I
It
think
was
it was
the royal wedding.
She looked beautiful. She nailed it. Looked so expensive. Again, that's my guess. I know nothing about it, but I would
Oh
guess.
my God. And there is, like, they keep listing things that I forget about, too, like hair and makeup for everybody. Like, it does add up.
Oh my God!
You're so right.
Like again, that's why we kept ours. I think my sister and your brother were in our wedding, and that was it. Because even tuxedos. When you think about tuxedos, we got for everybody. We only had to buy them for like 4 guys, but and she had a big bridal party. I bought it for my sister, my mom, and me, and those were like 50,000. Like everything just was 50,000 just on that. Then 100,000 for food. I think drapes were like 50,000. Like it's actually so crazy. Weddings are insane. As we always say, I would forego a big wedding and just keep that money, unless Remi's an influencer, so
True, this is like
a ton of content.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what in my head I was giving. That's what I thought my wedding was gonna give, is like content. It kind of didn't, but it's okay. Hindsight, we should have just done the Hawaii wedding. That
I
big
don't know. I mean,
wedding.
I
You
loved
enjoyed
our
it.
wedding.
Well, we got to meet all your friends and my friends that we didn't get to meet during quarantine, so I guess that was something. But knowing what we know now, I think I would be like, no. If I could like go back in time, I'd be like, don't do that wedding.
Yeah, but you can't know, and you can't go to a new bride that's excited and all of her life imagined her big wedding and tell her like, don't do
You
it.
going up to Miss Remy Ashton and being like, don't do it, girl.
Well, Miss Remy's got it unlocked. I
No, but
never had it unlocked
I'm
like
saying even
that.
if
She's
somebody came to you and
got
told
the
you that, like you wouldn't, like there's no...
Right. I think if I just like listen to enough people, there's a lot of people on my TikTok right now saying just have one baby, one and done. And I was like, oh, I bet a lot of people like listen to this, and you know what I mean? They're probably like, oh, we should just stop at one, you know?
I don't know. It's hard because it's an experience, and unless you went through the experience, you can't.
That's the gotcha moment. I always think about that when I was postpartum with Malibu. I was like, they really kind of trick you, right? Everyone's like, oh, have babies. Then you have a baby, and you don't know if you're going to be a good or bad mom, and you're just kind of, that's it. You made the decision. There's no going back. So I was like, they kind of do trick you, because how do you know? In my mind, I was like, I'm going to be the best mom in the whole world. I'm going to be so natural. That first year Malibu, I was anything but natural. Like, I didn't know how to hold her. She cried when she'd come near me. I was like, oh my God, I'm like a bad mom. Like, I don't know how to soothe my baby. And they kind of, you don't know. Like, they kind of don't tell you the hard
No,
parts.
but you weren't. First of all, you weren't a bad mom, but I think it's postpartum is maybe more what should be talked about. You know, like that's the part that, like, not knowing to expect that. But once you know that that's a possibility.
But like you said, then you don't know. Like, for me, I'm like, it's not going to happen. And then it happens. And then you're like, well, what the hell? Like, people do talk about it, and you kind of have to just chance it, which is not good when it comes to babies. But I don't know.
I mean, it's not. I don't know if it's chancing it, like, because we make it. You know, we made it through, and like with our parents, and it's kind of like life. Life is based on people having babies. So if you don't, like, there's no escape from that.
Well, back to the weddings. Yes, weddings are a little less of a commitment, I suppose, than a baby.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, easier to undo.
But still no
marriage.
refunds.
Yeah, true. No refunds.
No refunds. Yeah, that is true. Probably more
It's all-
expensive to have a wedding than a baby these days, honestly.
Yeah, because it's all an emotional blackmail. You know, it's like wedding and funerals. It's like they get you at that moment. Like
Definitely
everything costs 100 times more for no reason. Like the photography, for example.
Yeah,
Things
true.
like the simple things. They just
Yeah.
it's insane. Like everything. A DJ for a wedding is 10 times more than a DJ for a simple party.
Makeup, yeah, they do that.
Like everything, because it's a moment and.
They get you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't do it. Don't do a big wedding. Unless you're Miss Remy Ashley getting 20
And get those
dominoes.
domino ads, yeah.
Crazy. Was it in Heat there?
Yeah, Zane and Heath were there, confirmed. I know it was pretty small. I think it was about 150 people. So I'm like,
Oh.
maybe they were not. But no, Zane, Heath, Mariah were there. Yeah,
Okay. My faves.
and Lana Del Rey. Yeah,
Lana Del Rey crazy for being there. I love that.
I love that too. It makes me so curious. I'm like, because Lana was like such a stand. Obviously, I think their first like crossover was 2023, like the Billboard Women in Music Awards was like the first time when she like even shouted out Remy, Alicia, and Ali in her like acceptance speech.
Yeah,
Iconic.
love that.
Then her, I think, was it the next year she did Coachella, and then like as she was like walking through the crowd, she saw Remy and Alicia and Ali and ran up to them
During a performance?
It was like, yes.
Like, what?
They were,
That is
like-
crazy.
She said they were her comfort YouTubers. She said like when she would watch like Remy like meal prep, she would meal prep. Like it is like a hardcore.
Wait, that's
every vlog was
crazy.
watched. Yeah,
I
it's
love the
so
recognition.
funny.
I love when people can like be like, yeah, I love you, but so hard to like fathom.
Because it's also not like the casual. Because like there's celebrities that be like, oh, like I love you, like they'll know you from like TikTok or whatever, but they
Yes,
don't know
yeah.
like the full like every video you posted
No,
and stuff.
of course not. Yeah, yeah.
But Lana is like when she says she's a fan of Miss Remy,
she knows everything. Oh my God. How cool though. I wonder if they were fans. Do you think they were fans of Lana?
Oh yeah, there's like they've been like documented like posting Lana songs even before they knew that she watched them. 'Cause I think they went to that Billboard event because of Lana, not even knowing that Lana watched them.
I remember there was like a thing where Ollie's like behind a barricade and she like calls him out and he's just like, oh my God, like she's like,
Yeah.
Ollie. I mean, that is hardcore. That's like really, like, again, I love Ollie, but does everyone, Remy and Alicia fan know Ollie? No, he's not on Pretty Basic, so we don't know Ollie like that, but the fact that Lana Del Rey knows Ollie.
Yeah, so you know she's actually seated for the vlogs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And there at the wedding and putting on the merch. She got some of the merch, the Parsons merch. I was
'cause
like,
usually when you invite a celeb to a wedding, they'll like, you know, maybe send you a little letter. Sorry, I couldn't be there.
always,
but,
yeah. We know some celebs, and they came to our rehearsal dinner, but they couldn't obviously go to the wedding because they're big A-list celebrities. People would bombard them.
Yeah,
so.
and also it was like in Santa Barbara, so it's not like it was even
yeah.
in LA where it was like a casual like let me just stop. Like she had a plan.
Yes.
The trip there, it was a whole thing.
And Santa Barbara is the bougiest place to get married. That's where Gigi and Nats got married. Like even going on vacation up there is like so expensive in Santa Barbara. So that's the bouge of the bouge. She's
Surprised
beautiful.
we were not invited after every.
So I'm always surprised. No, hey, I love Remy and Alicia. Honestly, whatever. If you want to be friends with Zane, he's fine. But I guess, yeah, we wouldn't be invited. It's kind of like the Joey Christmas party, I guess. If Manny and Laura are there, I guess I can't go. But that's fine. Joey was getting an honor at VidCon.
Oh yes,
What was
inducted
it?
into the VidCon Hall of Fame, the first annual Hall of Fame ceremony at VidCon. I'm assuming. Actually, I know there has been no Hall of Fame until
really? This is the first?
It was invented, this year.
Who invented it?
VidCon.
So it's not a hall yet. It's just an entry.
Is it even a physical space? Is there even
mean,
I
there
think it's
has
a
to be.
figurative.
figurative?
I
Hall of
think
Fame? How
like the
did-
drag race, like on All Stars, when you win Drag Race All Stars, like you're inducted into the Hall of Fame.
But there's no Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
How do they pick these people?
I think they just picked like the OG like YouTubers. Like it was Joey Graceffa, Grace Helbig, Rosanna Pansino, Tyler Oakley. So it's kind of like the OGs.
It's the people
of
that
YouTube.
left. Doesn't
Oh, the last
Like, who-
remaining.
who's left? You know what I
people
mean?
left.
Like,
yes. The
there's no
uncanceled
one-
ones.
Well,
because
Right.
because if
That's true.
Like if there was no cancellations, I guess, like I feel like it would be like a David Dobrik probably would be in there because
But he started like 2016.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I looked up, you know me, I'm like, when was their first videos? And most of them, I will say, were back in 2006, 2007. Okay, so, because, you know.
Oh, you did research.
I did a little research.
Work.
So, like, let's see when these OG, because they kept calling them OG.
Yeah.
And yeah, most of them, with the exception, I think, of 2, started in 2011. But the other ones did have videos that dated back to 2006, 2007.
Okay,
so I was like,
journalists.
Yes. I was like, I don't know about all this. And then there's some that I think Joey has stated that his channel was deleted. He had Winter Ski Pro or something. Right? What was his?
Winter Spring Pro.
Winter Spring Pro.
Yes.
So he was saying his actually can go back further,
Yes.
but it was deleted or something.
Yeah.
So maybe some of them went back further and we can't verify. All I know is I've been here 18 years, so I don't know why I wasn't in that Hall of Fame, but...
Have you been to a VidCon?
Never.
Oh.
I did.
Oh, you did?
1 year I went as a fan.
Oh, just a fan.
I actually have no idea why I went, actually. I definitely wasn't invited. I definitely didn't have a booth. It was like 2013. I went for like 10 minutes and I left.
2013. When was the first VidCon?
I
should
don't
look that
know.
up.
2013? Maybe it was like 2014. God, you know me. I think it's 2013. I feel like I was in my beach apartment.
Oh, wow. The first VidCon was 2010. I do not remember it at
Okay.
all.
Thank God. I was like, okay, I think that, because I remember being in like my little beach apartment wearing an outfit. Shane used to go like every year.
Yeah. Oh, no. Actually, he infamously... I think he went to the early ones, but then when it got big...
Oh, he stopped going.
Yes.
Because he did, there's pictures of him. He said he always wore a vest.
Yes. He did
Yeah.
like the really, really early VidCons before it was a big thing. That's why, again... all roads lead to TanaCon, because when he did TanaCon, it was like a big deal because he wasn't doing like VidCon.
Did he ever show up
to TanaCon?
Yeah.
I think he did show up to the area, not like in TanaCon, because that's when everything was, falling apart.
TanaCon could have been so epic. She had David, she had Shane, she had
Gabby Hanna performing, Emma Chamberlain, Emma Chamberlain,
Yeah.
right as she like skyrocketed.
You're so right.
Like the list was fierce for TanaCon.
God. Who do we blame for this? Michael.
Michael Weiss on the Segway.
Well, he's back on TikTok. I'm scared of him. Allegedly. I don't know. Man, that would have been so epic. Oh, well. I encourage her to try again. I think she's over it. She's been in Hawaii for like a month. She's like, I'm not coming back. I was like, okay.
And I thought, did she move there? She's in like this house. I'm like, what?
I don't know either. I honestly don't know. Like I said, we're on hiatus for Not Love Line until I figure it out, because I'm like, girl, are we coming back? But I'm also don't want to bother her like you. I'm always just like, well, she's living her best life. No one really cares that much.
Because her birthday is
today. Oh my God,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw Ty posted like the house they're at, and like we're here for Tana Week. So I'm like, oh, okay, so they must be doing birthday activities. Yes,
you're right. Yeah, she might be moving there. I don't know. I think she might be there.
It seems to suit her.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does. She seems like happy. She seems like trying to get out of drama. So good for her. Another one of my podcasts going down the drain, but we're still here at Just Trish. No, I think she's supposed to come back in July, actually. I'm being sarcastic. I think she's supposed to be here for a week.
Oh my God, I forgot to even tell you this. Guess who I ran into? Kind of. I didn't really run into. I saw, and then I didn't have the mental capacity to actually do anything, so I walked away.
Shane.
Yeah.
Stop it! Why would you not emergency text me this?
Because I thought it would be a good gag for the program.
You didn't even do a little hidden photo? I do. You remember when I did with Benson Boone lookalike? I did a little hidden photo. I know we're against it, but I've done it. Where? Wait, can you say where or no?
At a mall. Or outdoor mall.
No, wait.
Yes.
The mall? That he's been at before doing interviews?
Yes. And that, yes, basically. But yeah, and on what day was it? Saturday? Saturday, on a Saturday too, which isn't like him from what I've gathered.
Does he get bombarded? Was there people?
I don't think so. No, I mean, I literally saw him and I was like, I can't really handle this right now. And then I kind of exited. But
this was a Saturday to KATSEYE?
Yes, actually, later that day.
Okay, so you saw him in the morning.
KATSEYE was the morning. This was like evening.
You didn't say anything?
No, I walked away. Again, I think if I was in better spirits, I would have. Because I know he at least knows of me, right?
Well,
yeah.
definitely. We definitely watched you on Strawberry 17.
Because I interviewed him via phone, so I never like actually met.
No, I confirmed we'd always talk about you.
I didn't meet him at a Joey Graceffa Christmas party. I forgot. Yeah,
definitely.
So I have met him.
I do think he watches, so shout out
We've
Shane.
seen a clip here and there.
Yeah,
I mean, he does also follow me on Instagram. I don't know why I act like he
Yeah,
has no
I
idea.
think he definitely does. We love. Also, I don't watch your podcast, but I follow little clips of you guys, you know?
Yeah, he did that whole Labubu episode.
Oh, okay.
So
Him and Rylan both did Katie Morton again. I was like, wow, Katie Morton really milking them views, but I love it.
I know, like, maybe if I was a better headspace, I at least would have been like, oh, hey, just for the plot. I wasn't in a space to do things for the plot, but I do wish I could have done something for the plot, because that would have been a gag, you know, like, what exactly, like, oh, I feel like it would have been awkward, though, now.
I always wonder that, too, because we live in the same vicinity, and I'm always like,
I'm surprised it took this long to have, like, I guess I don't leave that much.
And
so
he used to not. Now he's skinny. He's leaving the house all the time. He's going to all the amusement parks. Yeah, I honestly probably wouldn't either. Honestly, like, if we were at that mall, I probably wouldn't. Like, what do you even say?
I know, exactly.
Hi!
I'm good to see you.
Get away from me. To me. Oh, but I don't know. It is so crazy.
I know. Like, what is protocol? I don't know. Even in general, if I usually pretend I don't see anyone, and like, even if
I do that too.
like, if I saw ASHTEN'S show like out and about, even though like I've talked to him, I think I'd still be like, oh, I don't want to like interrupt his day, so let me just act like I didn't see him. Unless they make the first move and then they say hi, I'm like, oh, okay, hi.
I would definitely pretend not to see you. If we were like in the mall, like at Target at the mall, I would be like, I do that sometimes. I literally will try to like move past people. Where have we been? We've been some places where we see someone. I'm like, just keep. We saw each other at Brent's?
No, not me and you, but you saw that one.
Yes. But even people we're friendly with. Oh, I guess we can say it. No, well, we won't say who, but we were at the Studio City. You know, there's that like little, like there's like a sugarfish and udon, salt and straw. We went to that one, that udon, remember? And then we walked past and we saw those people we knew. And I was like, just walk past. But Moses has to be like, no, say hi. And I was like, no. And we were friends with them at the time, too. Did they see us? We must have said something then. I was trying to walk past. I was like, let's just walk past.
You can't, like, of course they'll see you.
I always try to walk past everybody.
I'm so awkward that I'm like, I just don't know how to act, you know?
And then what are you supposed to say? Hi. Okay, they're in the middle of dinner. Okay, enjoy your food. Bye. Like, just
say
walking.
hi. I don't know. For me, it's easy. It's like, you say hi, you keep going.
No, I hated it so much, and I was very much like they were sitting at that little like Mexican restaurant outside, and I was like, let's just walk past. I think we just
because I can't like when I walk, you know, I always assess the situation, the people, I scan everybody. So sometimes you have eye contact, like random ones, and I can't like if I just walk like not looking, it just looks so awkward, and then they would see that I'm ignoring, trying not to look at them.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I would ignore all the time. I always ignore. I never want to make. No,
it's so like weird. That one viral video like 2 years ago, Vanessa Hudgens leaving the Oscars pretending she didn't see Austin Butler.
Love that
walk
one.
in front
That's
of her.
me. Yeah,
yeah, I'm also
just
very
like
that.
look
Like
past. Yeah.
Oh.
Was Austin Butler too? Was he also not looking, or was he like? Because he was just kind of standing there. She was walking past.
I think he.
Like he waited it out.
Yeah.
Like he kind of like I think he knew, but held up not to look.
I think more so. I remember in the video she like looked for a second, saw him out like in the peripheral, and then just looked down again.
Oh yeah, I guess was that an award show at the end of an award show
after the Oscars like 2 years ago.
I guess that's like a little easier because it's like you just assume you'll see a lot of people there as opposed to just seeing someone out in the wild.
True, very unexpected. Yeah,
you had a posse or?
I don't know. I mean, it looked like not a lot of people outside at the time because the paparazzi video was so clear that like.
No shit.
Oh.
I was like, there's enough paparazzi video. No, I know what you mean. The one outside with Austin.
I think it was just Ryland. But also, I don't know, it was very
They're
quick.
They're a real couple, you think? Yeah. They were together. I always think about that when people see me and Moses. There was one day I was really grumpy. Oh, we were at Marmalade, and it was so hot. And I, like, again, no food sounded good to me. I didn't want to eat anything. And I was so grumpy. And I just remember, and they didn't have any boots. So I'm sitting on this, like, little chair, and I'm just feeling a big fatty because my thighs are spread open because I can't close them. I just felt humongous and hot, and I was so cranky. And I was like, God, I wonder if, like, anyone, because it was pretty crowded. I'm like, I wonder if anyone, like, sees us, and they're like, oh, they look miserable. Like, they're not as happy as they seem. I always think about that. I'm always like, people are like, oh, they look miserable. I just wasn't talking the whole time. I was just like, oh, I'm hot and hungry and just whatever. They look happy.
From what I can gather, but again, my run-in was very quick because I saw them at the store. I was like, oh, cue to go. So I just kind of like.
Oh, you left the store?
Yeah.
Wait, you were already in the store and they came in and you left? I love that. I would do that too.
But I didn't have a purpose there. It was like a furniture store, and I had no purpose. I was kind of meandering
By yourself?
My gym is like in the area, so yeah.
And you were alone.
Yeah. So no, Darian was there, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's cute then. My fear is like running to someone I know and I'm like alone, and then like I don't know, they're with their posse, and I'm like, I promise I have a posse too. They're just not here right now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's why I don't like to go anywhere alone. Really. I love that story, huh?
She sounds like a gang member. You know, like. What if I meet them and I'm alone? I don't have my backup.
A gang member is crazy, but okay.
It's not that big of a deal.
Oh my God, all these terms you're using today. I was like, let's just have a casual.
Because the way you describe it, it's like
a casual day here today in the office. My posse is my
Jonathan
belly.
Bailey, your posse?
I love it. In the Hot Topic, I love that he's back everywhere. He's,
doing his Jurassic World promo.
How do we get into that junket?
Well, I fear it happens.
Universal?
Universal, yeah.
Universal! What the F? We're buddies. What the heck? Oh my God, I'm so sad.
I think it was in New York, though.
So I would have flown.
Yeah.
I would have flown to New York. I love the press tour of Jonathan Bailey. I'm glad he's back. It is funny when celebrities are not promoting stuff. I forget about them, and then when they come back, I'm like, oh my God, I do love this person
again. Yeah,
like he's not on my mind when he's not in the press.
And being wild, I was a little concerned for you when I saw the photos of him kissing Scarlett Johansson at the premiere, because I was like, damn. She's living your dream.
All my men, Bo and Yang, Jonathan Bailey. I was like, what the hell? I was like, I had asked a lot of people about it. I was like, oh, we had a whole discussion about it in the car, like with other people, my mom, my sister, Moses. I was like,
journalism.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, how do I feel about this? I was in mixed emotions. At first, I'm like, yes, get it, girl. Then I was like, oh, I'm pissed. Oh, she's married. Oh, he's gay. Oh, he doesn't want to do that. Like, I had so many emotions. Moses tried to defend it and be like, it looks like just a peck. Like, you don't really see the whole thing. And I was like, no, she is married. And why is everyone trying to kiss Jonathan Bailey all the time? Like, all these females, like, there was one interviewer who's like, you have chemistry with everybody. And then she was trying to have chemistry with him. And I was like, everyone needs to just chill. Like, why do we need to sexualize him so much? You know what I mean? But Mo's like, well, they probably just had a pack. It probably wasn't even that serious. Did we see video? Was she holding his face?
Because it's a still photo, so, you know, you can always pause at that moment. But sometimes people are just like... Huh.
What do you think? You think it was lingering?
From my impression, I thought it was just a peck as well, but I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. The internet was divided. Twitter was kind of divided about it.
Oh, I really?
Yeah, there was some pushback to it. Some people like love it, and some people like, oh, okay, this is like, you know, she's married.
So you wouldn't share a little peck with Jonathan Bailey at the premiere of...
I mean, I would love to, but I don't know. I don't think I could. Like, maybe this is just me. I think maybe I'm the hot take here, but I don't think so. I'd feel bad. I'd feel like, yeah, I don't know, because I don't know. Because he's very attractive, you know? It's not like it's some uggo.
Because also, have you ever, in general, you know, some people kiss people when they meet them or hugs. Have you ever, like, kissed anyone?
Yeah, but you don't see Scarlett Johansson kissing people on the lips either.
No, but I'm saying for you, like, it's not something that
Have I kissed anyone? I've kissed some people before you. Yes, I've kissed some people in my life.
No, a friend.
After marriage,
a friend, like meeting a friend.
After I'm married to you?
No, just in general.
Oh.
Like, I've never kissed a friend. You know what I mean? Like, I never meet somebody and I'm like, hey, so nice to see you. Mwah. It's certain culture people kiss.
Oh, well.
So I'm saying in general, if
Scarlett Johansson's culture is kissing.
I'm saying if in general you do, or like it. Like
I don't think she's a kisser though, babe. You don't see her kissing everybody.
That's why there's a photo of it. That's what I'm saying. Like if you, it will look strange. Like it will look more than it really is.
I have people kiss me on the lips.
Like people that do it casually, it looks casual, but if not, it will look like.
So you think they're casual kissers, or what are you?
It looked casual. This photo looked casual.
Okay. So you think if I did it, it would look casual or no?
No.
Oh. Look bad?
No, it was just...
We look bad kissing. I
and you know
always
that
say
people are
this.
taking pictures and all that. They're like it.
Also, your intent might be a little clouded as well.
For sure. Just like, look at those sexy lips. Mm. Oh, for sure. That's what I'm saying. You don't think hers is?
I don't think so.
How do we know?
True. You can never know for sure. But she really does... he's just so... Jonathan Bailey is so lovable. He's so sweet. I feel like anyone almost like a Pedro Pascal. Like, you just feel like one of the guys you feel safe around. You know what I mean? Like, everyone just has good chemistry with him. Like, there was a little thing where she was like, damn, the way I'm saying it, I'm like, if I was calling Jose, I would be actually. What the hell?
That's
There's this one video where she's like punching his chest a little bit, like playfully.
Oh.
And then when Scarlett comes and sees like Jonathan Bailey, and I think he was with the director or something. They were standing like on a grass patch, and then when she comes, he brings the guys out of the grass so Scarlett's heels don't get caught in the dirt or whatever. I'm like, what a gentleman.
Oh, I love that stuff.
If I didn't know Jonathan Bailey was gay, I would be like, what is?
Yeah, the
Damn.
heat. That's what I'm saying. And again, not to bring it back to JoJo, but it's like we never really know, right? Like you never know.
I guess so.
So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like ooh, and she only does it to the hot ones. Like again, only hot gay guys, and she wants to make out with Bo and Yang. It's like what? It's like so. I don't know. Again, if it was like an uggo, like who's an ugly gay man? They have to exist.
I can't. They do have to exist.
Who's like a bad guy, like a mean gay that we can make fun of? Not make fun of, but like not an attractive.
Who's a dastardly gay? Who's like an evil gay?
We need someone like a Harvey Weinstein, but gay. Like who's that? Like
should I look at gay
till
criminals?
James Charles get older.
Oh, good idea, James Charles.
He's attractive. We need to find someone like ugly.
No, I'm saying you gotta wait. I don't know.
Until he gets ugly. Okay.
I think James Charles, like a James Charles.
He's not attractive enough. Oh my god.
But we have to think of like a bad personality. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Because what if we can't just call a nice gay person ugly?
Okay. I know. I was trying to find like there has to be an evil one out there.
An evil ugly one.
Okay, we'll think about an evil ugly one. But
we'll just say yes, bad personality for now.
Okay, so yeah. Kissing a.
Also, Jonathan Bailey, James Charles, very different.
Well, let's see if Scarlett Johansson kisses James Charles. Then we'll see how we all feel about it after that. All I'm saying is she finds the attractive ones. It's the second time in a year now that she's done it. I was like,
oh my god,
love it, but also appropriating.
Appropriating what?
Gay. Pride Month. She's like, let me get out on this action. I would love to do that too. Well, you didn't think anything of it. You're just like, oh, it's a little peck.
It just seems so like on brand for Jonathan Bailey, so I didn't think anything of it. But again, as I am trying to explain what else they were doing on the carpet, I was like, wait, this does sound really romantic. Yeah. And also, Colin Jost wasn't even at the premiere.
Even more sus. Yeah, if he's like in the corner holding her bag.
And like, laughing at them being cute. Yeah.
Yeah, he did that in the Boney. He was laughing in the sketch. You're right. He didn't come with her?
No. It was the London premiere, so maybe that's why.
That's not off. He can just go. It's not happening right now.
Well, he had to stay with the kids, maybe. I don't know.
The kids can come. I'm sure Mo's not missing that Jurassic World premiere for me. You know what I mean? Like, bring them with. Interesting. Well, if I ever get to interview Jonathan Bailey, I will kiss him and find out.
Is that your question? Can I kiss you?
Didn't someone do that? Someone did do that, didn't they?
Really?
Maybe not to Jonathan Bailey. I swear someone asked if they could kiss. Oh, your friend, I think. Hassan. Didn't someone interview Hassan and was like, can I kiss you? Or truth or kiss?
Oh, Art. Yes.
So.
And he asked, kiss or spank?
And what did he choose?
Hassan chose to spank.
That's my question for Jonathan Bailey.
Kiss or spank me?
Do you want to kiss or spank? I could never. I love people who could do that. I could never. I'd feel, me.
I would never be bold enough. No.
You could never?
No.
I feel like you could. Not now in your depressive era, but I think when you're normal era, you can be ballsy.
I'm shy.
I think you're both.
Well, I can't. It depends. If I'm like on a Adderall Celsius combination, which I don't promote, but unfortunately do on occasion, I do have a little bit more pep in my step. But even then,
yeah, I'm very much that. I get intimidated, like interview settings, being around people. I'm very much like, everything's fine. Don't ask for anything. You know what I mean? I'm very like nervous about everything. Even Mo's coming with me. I'm like, I don't know if you can come. Like I always just think like people are like one person only. I get nervous. I'm like, I feel like we're breaking the rules. Oh my God,
that's so funny.
Or something. I hate breaking rules.
She makes up rules and then doesn't break them.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't think we can do this. I don't know.
She'll make up rules.
Wow.
Did you like Jonathan Bailey's outfit at the premiere?
She was too distracted.
Honestly, I don't even remember it. I was like, what? I just remember the
He
kids.
has like a little baseball cap on and jeans and
the
stuff.
Friends.
Yes.
No. Oh, you're giving Jonathan Bailey today though.
Oh, work.
But I
And
like
then-
yours.
And then he did another like photo op where he had his dogs out. He was wearing flip flops, and everyone and like the photographers were really taking photos of his feet.
Oh, because they know that's where the money is. Oh my, were they nice? I didn't see those.
I didn't really like examine. I saw like headlines that were like actually E! News did a headline. It was like Jonathan Bailey had his toes out for free.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if they sold it then. I wonder how much those pictures cost. You know how much pictures cost. I wonder if they sold it for more.
I don't know if it was for more. No.
Oh, just regular
I think
fee.
yeah, the regular.
Jonathan Bailey is just a guy who doesn't matter what he's wearing. He just looks good. Like, I don't know if his style is great. Like, I don't love, like, that Friends look I didn't love. Well, someone said it was because,
I think it was a reference to something with the original Jurassic Park.
oh, I thought it was like because David Schwimmer was like a paleontologist.
Oh, maybe that was it. I
don't
know it
know.
was a reference to something.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't really get it. And wasn't Steven Spielberg the director of those movies? You said the director. Is he not the director anymore?
No, he did Steven Spielberg did the original. I think 1 and 2. I don't think he did 3.
What number is this?
This is technically 7.
So many. I'm going to watch it, though. It's the only one I'm going to watch since the first one because of Jonathan Bailey.
It looks fun. I think I'm seeing it today, maybe.
How?
This is so like no one cares, but for AMC they do a thing where like they don't tell you what the movie is. But someone said that to the one they do it like every Monday, I think. And someone said the one today is Jurassic World, so then I booked it. But I guess I'll see. I don't know for sure if it's
What
Jurassic
if it's Gabby's Dollhouse?
Yeah.
Wait, oh my God, when is it? Because when is it supposed to come out?
I think just next week, so it's not that far away.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out like this weekend.
It comes out the 1st, July 1st. So yeah, next week.
It comes out on a Tuesday.
They want to get ahead of the 4th of July.
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we gotta go see it. That's one movie I do want to go see.
You say that for everything though, and you don't.
This one I'm going to. Jonathan Bailey, absolutely. I'll see anything with him. I really do love him. He's definitely my number one like celebrity crush.
You know, well, I like that he said he's gonna keep doing Bridgerton, and even if he's like he wants to be the older brother for as many seasons. And then Simone Ashley, who was like the love interest for Jonathan Bailey, she was supposed to be in the new F1 movie, and then they cut her out of the movie, which is so sad.
First I was like, okay, like you get cut, whatever, a couple lines, but she said she filmed it for 3 months. I'm like, how are you gonna cut out 3 months worth of filming?
She filmed it, and she went to Dubai to film this, and then she said it took like years, the process, because like the actor and writer strike. So like it started, then it had to go on pause, then it had to pick back up. And she said it was a small part, but yeah, and she ended up getting like completely cut out. And then the premiere was, I think today, one of the premieres was today, and then she still went to the premiere like a queen.
It could never be me.
Could never be me
Because even
either.
the director was like, yeah, it just like happens sometimes. I'm like, what do you mean? You filmed for 3 months with her and like it got cut?
Yeah.
You couldn't leave like a line in,
Little
you know?
something.
Especially because she's such a big star from Bridgerton.
Yeah.
And she filmed all those months.
Uh-huh.
I don't really buy it. Do we know what her character was supposed to be?
No, I don't think so. She was at the races though, so maybe she was like a love interest or something. I have no idea.
That's a big part to cut then if you're like a love interest.
To one of the side characters? I have no idea. She said she went to like the Grand Prix, and obviously Bridgerton fans were excited. She's so pretty. She's so like one of the most beautiful women ever. Like she's so gorgeous.
Yeah, she's like a
and she
Prada
needs
model.
more big roles. Like how is Jonathan Bailey getting all these big blockbusters and she's getting freaking
patriarchy.
cut? It is very much the patriarchy.
I think it's patriarchy. I think, yeah, I'm sure, I don't know, maybe race, you know.
Honestly, T, yeah, because
I think, because she is like so, not to like compare, well, you know, anyways, there's a lot of mid models that like are not good actresses getting roles right now.
Yeah.
And she's like an actual good actress. So it's like.
Because even when she was cast as the love interest, wasn't there already backlash?
In Bridgerton?
Like from the fans. Oh, this is pre when you got into it. But I think even when they announced like she was the love interest because she's Indian, that there was already people being like, what? Like,
I know. And I think specifically, I don't know much about it, but it does seem like a lot of like Indian actors get that. Like they are very much like, even in the Harry Potter series, I remember there was like issues with it. And I think it's even more so than just another race. But yeah, that's the only thing I could think of, especially with this movie. Especially Brad Pitt being involved is like dubious. Right away, dubious, you know what I mean? And like you said, she handles it well. She's so like...
the fact she's still promoting it is very sweet and
I'm not
very
watching
gracious.
it. She's not in it. I'd only watch it for her, honestly, because I was like, oh, I loved her. Like, I remember seeing Little Mermaid, and she was one of the mermaids.
Oh my God, you're right. She's one of the sisters.
So iconic.
She's
and
so
I just,
cute.
Well, because I have her doll, and I have Jonathan Bailey's doll, so you have like little Bridgerton dolls together. The Fiero and the Little Mermaid. I was like, okay, they're so cute together. So I go see stuff because of her, so I'm definitely boycotting this movie.
One?
FUBAR. Oh, I thought it was it not FUBAR? F1? Oh.
FUBAR is the Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
I was like, where did... F1. I'm not supporting that. I'm not supporting
You don't
FUBAR
even know what you're
either.
boycotting.
Boycotting both. Anything with men, we're boycotting. Okay.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Who's there? Any other female leads in F1?
I don't know. I know it's Brad Pitt. Damson Idris, I think. He's the one that had at the Met Gala. He was the race car driver. He did the quick change.
Okay, work. I love that.
Yeah, he's very handsome. Javier Bardem, isn't it? That's random. Very Little Mermaid coded between. There are female roles, but no, like, Carrie Condon is, I think, the main love interest, I'm assuming. Oh my God, IMDb, they don't even have a freaking character name for Simone.
Oh my God.
That is so sad.
How are you filming for 3 months and going to all the races and, like, not having a character name, not having a one line? Keep one line in there.
I know the movie's already long, but damn, cut some of the races a little bit and throw her in there.
I know, actually. That's so weird.
Darian really wants to see it, though, I fear.
No,
he
you have to
loves
tell him
race
no.
movie, like, not race car movies for some reason.
Right. That's very random and odd.
I
Don't
don't
go
know.
see it. No.
I don't know.
Anything else?
Well, maybe he'll listen to you.
Making 2.0 all the way. Do that one instead. You have a lot of movies to see.
I know, my AMC A-list is working overtime these days.
You see the new Final Destination?
I saw it a couple weeks ago, yeah.
I know nothing about it. Glam was talking about it this morning. I'm like, this sounds like an awful movie.
It came out on digital, so people are watching it now.
at home.
Yeah.
Don't want to watch it.
No, it's kind of scary. We got, again, see, this is why people can't be mad at you for the vegetables. We talked about that movie.
Oh, we did? What did we say about it?
Well, we talked about how it can give you anxiety for all the new ways of thinking about all the ways you could die at any given moment.
Sounds awful. Do you remember that show on Spike TV, 1,000 Ways to Die?
I think you mentioned it.
I've been on 4 episodes of that. Check it out. I had to reenact it. One girl's boob implants popped on a plane, and they showed mine, and I was on a bunch of those. Oh, I was like a Hooters waitress for one, talking about something, just lying about my occupations. I definitely lied all the time. Back in the days, I think it was on Spike TV. They were like, "Were you ever a Hooters waitress? Like, contact us now." And I'm like, "Yep."
Oh, yes.
And so it's like there's an episode of me being like, "Yeah, when I worked at Hooters, people would choke on their chicken wings."
When I was a computer programmer.
Yeah, anything, whatever you want me to be, I'll be. So.
What show were you a computer programmer? Was it Tyra or Ellen?
America's Got Talent.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Did
Ellen,
they ask if you had to be a computer programmer?
No, that one I just made up. Ellen, I was a waitress. Tyra.
Were you barista for Tyra? I feel like you were a barista for one of them.
Yeah, I'm probably a barista for that. Yeah. Who knows what else I was? Just you couldn't just say you were like a stripper or an actor. You had to say you were like something. And I was like, well, okay, they forced us to lie then because I'm telling you what I am and it's not good enough for you. But I'm okay. No F1, no FUBAR. I don't like it. Well, I had this discussion too. I was offline for most of the week and I was trying to distract myself. So we're in the pool and then asking everyone in the pool. I was like, if you were Arnold Schwarzenegger had his premiere, I guess, for FUBAR. Whatever the hell FUBAR is. What is that?
I don't even know, honestly.
It's like Netflix or something. I don't know. But he had all his family there.
Yeah.
He had his 4 children with Maria Shriver. They all took a picture together. And then he had his other child out of wedlock was also there. Joe BAENA, right? I'm saying it
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
And they did not take a group photo, and it was just divided on the internet. It was split. Half the internet was like, that's effed up of the kids to be like, we're gonna forgive our dad, but not the boy that had nothing to do with it. But then the other half of the internet's like, well, it's their choice if they don't want to befriend their brother that they didn't know they had for a long time. Thoughts?
I feel bad for Joseph. No, my only context being the show, the Kate Hudson show, Running Point on Netflix. But they were like four siblings. They found out that their father died and had like a child out of wedlock. They welcomed that boy into their family.
It's a real show?
It's a real show, but a scripted show.
Okay, they welcomed. Okay.
Yes, and that's not even a spoiler. That's like right off the top of the show. Yeah, and it was so sweet. And they because that little boy, he was like working. He didn't know like who his dad was, and then his mom died, and then when they were like doing the will, his mom's will, he found out that like, oh wait, I'm related to this family that's like very wealthy, like owns the Lakers basically, And but he didn't even care about the money. He just cared about having a family again because his mom was his only family.
Oh.
And it was so sweet. They welcomed him into the family, and they all like bonded with him. And obviously it was a fictional show, but that's like the feeling I get. I'm like, you probably would want that sense of like knowing that you have siblings similar in age.
Right,
must suck.
Yeah, I mean, that's my initial instinct was that too. I was just like, damn, like, because there are pictures of them like hiking together in the past, like a few years ago. So I don't know, that was a while ago. I guess my thing would be, and it's not Joe's fault. I feel so bad for him because at the end of the day, like, it's not his fault. But, oh my God, your dad's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's like so hot, like bodybuilder, and you don't look anything like him. But then the other son, which is like, again, not his fault. I mean, he's just as equal as any of the other kids, I would feel. But the other son that like was out of their marriage or whatever, like that looks just like your, like the dad.
Oh, I see what
And
you're
everyone's
saying.
just like, ooh, they look nothing like their dad. But look at this guy, carbon copy, looks just like Arnold, going to carry on the legacy. Maybe there's bitterness, resentment.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, because
Yeah.
it's like, damn, he really did get all the looks. And we love, what's the one from White Lotus?
Patrick?
Yeah, we love Patrick. You know, but he's not his dad, which may be for the better, honestly. Arnold seems a little wild. He was on The View recently and was getting into some hot water about something, I don't know. But he seemed like a lot. I don't know Arnold either.
And then one of them, Christopher Schwarzenegger. That was the one that was chunky for most of his life. And then he recently got like super fit.
And again, media out there, all the media, you should be ashamed of yourselves. The only reason I know about him is because of the weight loss thing. Like, why do they have to highlight that? They're like, oh, look at this chunky lose a bunch of weight. You know what I mean? It's like, why don't
Look at this chunky lose a bunch of weight.
Like, write about his accolades. You know what I mean?
What are Christopher Schwarzenegger's accolades?
Well, I'm sure there's something. Do better journalism. Not just like he lost a bunch of weight. I hate it.
Oh, damn. This headline, Arnold Schwarzenegger says he could never tell son Christopher he was overweight, praises his 30-pound weight loss. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Kind of like my dad. My dad never told me I was overweight, at least.
Yeah, my parents did a pretty good job not.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What?
This is kind of sweet. He said, I could never go and say to him, you're overweight. We just kept introducing him to healthy foods. We introduced him always to the gym and all of that kind of stuff. Then out of nowhere, he decided that he wanted to be lean, and now he is. That's kind of sweet. He never like pushed him to do it. He kind of just, encouraged, but didn't.
I don't know. You know those parents. That's kind of like passive aggressive.
That's true. Like,
true.
It's like, for your birthday, here's a dumbbell.
He owns like Gold Gym or whatever.
Right,
He's like,
right.
Your just food is like, oh, a mistake again. They got you salad.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
No, I
Kids know.
I think parents don't know because like my parents, I really don't think they like intentionally were trying to be like, you're fat, but we definitely had a lot of Slim Fast in our house. We had a lot of Weight Watcher food in our house, and maybe it was for like my mom and stuff. My dad too. I think he meant it in a good way, but when I got to college, I remember he's like, for every 10 pounds I would lose, I'd get $100.
oh, fierce.
I couldn't even lose 10 pounds.
Oh.
But he's like, well, let's try it. And I was like, so again, he never made me feel bad, but I would go to him and be like, I want to lose weight. And then he'd be like, oh, well, here's like
I see.
incentive,
Yeah.
Which, it's kind of hard, I guess. I don't know. It's like sad. Like if our kids were like, I want to lose weight, I'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like, just don't. You're fine. You're right. Is that what you used to say? You're fine as you are.
I honestly have no idea how you would navigate that.
Like
I guess because you want to, like, I feel like you'd probably be the best one at it. Like, you want to obviously have your kids be healthy, but you don't want to give them, like, a sense of, like, messed up self-worth because of their bodies either. That is kind of a hard balance.
If they came up to you and said, I need to lose weight at 13 years old, what do you tell them?
well, 13. They're still growing, so it's not. I don't know, but I don't know. It just depends. If they come to you, they ask you for help, you're gonna help them.
But I did, and my dad's solution was giving me $100
It was a different time.
But
Because also it's like, oh, like, what if they, me, I always will tell you I want to lose weight before I had kids. And I'm like, I'm going to do keto. But then it's like that night comes around and I want some mashed potatoes and then you feel bad. And I'm like, I didn't really want to eat mashed potatoes. Like, do you hold me to eating steak or do you like, okay, you can have some potatoes?
no, you can have some potatoes. It's not
Portions.
like the whole point is like not to guilt yourself or feel bad about it, because then it becomes worse. Because then you eat because you feel bad and you feel guilty. So if you don't guilt yourself, then you have a better chance to get out of that cycle.
What about the other Schwarzenegger kids? What do they do? Anything?
Honestly, in a random aside, I kind of feel like Chris was hotter as a fatty, to be honest.
Sometimes that happens a lot.
I mean, I feel like, he is still, like, he's very attractive, but when he was a fatty, he was really handsome.
Yeah, sometimes like the face fills out more. When they get skinny, you kind of give that like too skinny face look. I don't know. It's not my thing. I like a little bit fuller.
Isn't the other one his daughter? Oh yeah, his daughter's married to Chris Pratt, right? Yeah.
But I think is that all she does?
I think she hosted some. I think she
okay.
hosted one of the shows for a while.
Her name's Schwarzenegger.
Now it's Pratt, I think.
Oh, she changed it. Wonder why they didn't give Joe Schwarzenegger.
Catherine Schwarzenegger, yeah.
They have, because usually it comes through marriage. Joe can change his last name if he chooses to.
I follow him on TikTok. Joe, follow me back. I would love him on. I'm like weirdly obsessed with this like story in this case. I think about it often. I'm very much like, it's like a crazy situation, but then he's on Dancing with the Stars and he kind of became famous.
Yeah.
But like being famous for that reason, I'm like, God, is that great? Or is that like, oh man, like what the hell? Like I didn't choose this life.
He seems, I mean, if he's doing Dancing with the Stars and doing public stuff and like, on social media, right? I feel like he must be okay. If he's doing TikToks.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's posing with his dad on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Moses' theory was someone showed up late and he couldn't get in a photo. Either he didn't get a photo with the
Not
family.
late, it was just a different timing because they didn't arrive together from the same house. They're different people, different. So I think it was just issue of timing.
I think they didn't want to be in with him because he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're probably like intimidated.
I don't think so because I think he would be more intimidated from the children.
No, not when you look like him.
Yeah,
He's so handsome. Who were we having a discussion with? We were having a discussion. I was like, he's not that cute. I was like, first of all, he's so handsome.
It was with our focus group.
We have a focus group once in a while. I think he's so handsome. He does gym TikToks all the time. Arnold owns Gold Gym in Venice.
I think so.
We should go. We used to go.
It's a Gold's Gym?
Yeah. Work out. That's the one where you can all look at it. Everyone looks at you.
Huh?
Yeah, I think it's like outdoors.
You've never been to Venice Beach.
Outdoors, yes. But you mean everyone looks
like they
okay,
take pictures of
yeah.
you and
But
stuff.
the gym
Yeah.
is just outside
Let's go.
on the boardwalk.
Can we please do that? That'd be so fun.
Okay.
Okay. You would?
Yeah.
I need to learn how to lift something. Can anyone just go, or you think you have to?
You could get a membership.
Maybe we
How
can get a
much?
day pass.
How do we get that?
I think you just go to the front desk, be like, "Hello, I would like to work out here today."
Really? Anyone can do that at Venice Beach? It seems like you have to get pre-qualified.
No, it's just a Gold's Gym.
Because
It's
they're
a
always
regular-
huge working out there. I remember going, and
Because
they'd always
most
be.
people don't choose that. They
Yeah.
don't want to be on the boardwalk for everyone to watch them. And the one that do are more of a bodybuilders. So
Yeah.
they go for the show and to get tan and it's a community.
That sugar daddy I always talk about that like locked me in his basement. He used to take me to Venice Beach, and he was like a bodybuilder. Well, he was not a bodybuilder. He thought he was a bodybuilder, but he'd go in like his little tank top, and he was like 60, and he definitely was not a bodybuilder. He was like out of shape, but he would always go work out. He'd make me go watch him work out at the Venice gym, and then there was like a little fire. I don't know what it is. A little place where he's like, all the firefighters go and you can have a firefighter breakfast. And it was like right across the street in Venice. And all the like workout people would go work out there and he'd get like 20 eggs and 20 pieces of bacon afterwards for his like protein. And he's like, this is what bodybuilders do. And I was like 20 or something. And he paid me like $500 a day just to go like watch him work out at Venice Beach. I wonder if he's still there. And he got me a tank top that said Venice Beach or Venice Gold's Gym or something like that. And yeah. I was so embarrassed. I loved when he would do it because I could just watch from the sidelines. I couldn't go in because I didn't have a pass. So I would just like literally like sit on the boardwalk and watch him, and it was so great because he'd work out for like 2 hours and I didn't have to do anything. I'm like, okay, I can just sit here like an awkward person. He was so weird. He was weird. He did end up like literally putting me in his basement for a couple days, but
Maybe Joe Goldberg.
it was not Joe Goldberg. I'll tell you that. And I always wondered that. I'm like, I wonder if he was like attractive. If I would have been. Okay, or if I would have been more. You're probably okay with it at the beginning.
To pay you.
Huh?
If he was attractive, would have to pay you to be
Well,
there.
but Shades of Grey was attractive, and he paid that woman,
That's a different dynamic.
Jamie Dornan.
Jamie Dornan?
Is that his
Did
name?
he pay Dakota Johnson? I don't remember him
Well,
paying.
in the characters, yeah, he'd give her like an allowance. They had like a contract.
Oh, you're
No?
right.
Am I not?
No, I remember
Paid the apartment. Maybe he just gave her cars.
I think he just
Oh,
gave
didn't
her.
pay
I don't know
money.
if there was like
Oh.
a salary, right? I think it was like she was employed at the place that he owned, though. The power
Okay.
dynamic definitely was, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I think
Who paid? Maybe Julie Roberts and Richard Gere.
Pretty Woman, where
Yeah.
she was a sex worker. Yeah, I think.
He was attractive, though, is my point. He was cute. Like, if you looked like Richard Gere, I'd be like, maybe. I don't know. Do you still get scared? Because the women of Joe Goldberg, I guess, weren't scared until they got scared.
Well, they didn't know what they were getting into. Yeah,
That's true. That's
It's
true.
a little different.
He did not like Joe Goldberg. He was, I don't know. I thought I could take him, but now thinking about how he worked out, I'm like, maybe he probably would have been able to take me. I don't know. I can't remember. I want to go work out there, though. Maybe with Arnold. I kind of like Arnold. I think I have a love-hate with relationship.
Oh, okay.
I think he's
What about with Joe? Why don't you go with...
With love.
Yeah.
Joe has a girlfriend. If you see this, tell him to follow me back. I want to go. God, that'd be so fun.
I think he does work out there.
Yeah, no, he...
Right? On his Instagram. He's
Yes. There's another TikTok influencer who's like a big guy. I don't know his name. Do you watch this? Do you know anything about this guy? He's viral. He's like, he works out, and he always works out to the song that's "Baby, Don't Hurt Me." No more. You know, oh God. And he's huge. He's huge, and him and Joe do TikToks together. I really want to get in bodybuilder TikTok. I think.
Work.
Next era.
Yes.
Then everyone can write headlines about me.
OT.
Isn't that crazy? You just like lose weight, and everyone's just like obsessed.
Chris Schwarzenegger. That could be you.
Lizzo. Everyone's just like, let's just write 5,000 articles about this person losing weight.
Who else that got really that we talked about getting really skinny? I forgot. I mean, I feel like we talked about
everybody.
We literally have covered every single
Jessica
person.
Simpson. Like who hasn't gotten skinny?
What was that one lady? The older lady, Kathy
Bates.
Didn't she?
Was there a lot of articles about her?
I think we talked about her too being super skinny.
Yeah, she is super skinny now.
Yeah. We literally have covered all of that.
John Goodman. He's so skinny. We finished Righteous Gemstones, which, by the way, might be my favorite TV show in the whole world. Like, you have to watch it. I think it's so funny. You have to get past, like, the first 5 episodes. That's my shirt today. I'm obsessed. We're doing this for Halloween. If there's any cloggers out there, I need to learn how to clog, and so does Moses. And Moses is a pretty good dancer. I need to learn how to clog so we can do this little scene right here. I started watching for Walton Goggins, not gonna lie, but I will say this always happens. I always start one show for another actor, and then I like fall in love with like another actor on the show. Like everybody in this cast, God, I hate to say it. This is like, maybe it's niche, maybe it's not. But now we started watching this new show because of the main guy from Righteous Gemstones. Do you know who Danny McBride is?
No.
Same.
You do, but...
I don't think so. I didn't know who he was either.
No face you would.
He like drove me nuts. He was like the reason I didn't like Righteous Gemstones. I was like, oh my God, this character I hate so much. He's like the creator, writer, director of the show. He also stars in it. You've never seen him before. I never had either.
I feel like Jeff Wittick has talked about him before.
Oh.
I think he told you to get into Righteous Gemstones because he likes Danny McBride.
Oh my God, me and Jeff bonding over something. Awful. That makes sense, actually, because it's Jeff Wittick humor for sure. But after Righteous Gemstones was over, they just like automatically passes on to this next show called Vice Principals, and it's another one starring Danny McBride and Walton Goggins. And I was like, wait, why do I like love Danny McBride's character? And I really love him. He gives me Seth Rogen, which I don't like. I mean, maybe if I gave Seth Rogen a chance, maybe I would like him. But I don't love like his character he plays. Danny McBride plays the same character, but now I'm like obsessed with him. And he's not on social media. He does all his stuff in South Carolina. I love him, and I love Righteous Gemstones. The last season was so good too. They had like. It was just so good. Because the whole show, you find kind of like, is this kind of homophobic or not? But then...
Spoilers are coming. Ooh. Spoilers are coming. Spoiler warning. Get out now. Spoiler alert. 3, 2, 1. Spoiler warning.
But then they get married. It's, what's his name? Adam Devine and... Oh, God, I forgot the other guy's name. I don't know. They get married. They basically do a competition for like the world's most Christian man, and then they all try to like call him out, like basically blackmailing him, like we know you're gay, like we're gonna tell everyone you're gay if you like don't drop out of the race. But then he outs himself on TV, thinking like, okay, mic drop, like I'm gay if it's not good enough for you, whatever. And then they award him the top Christian man of the year award, and then on top of that they get married at the end, and it just is like such a happy moment. And then they pray when the guy starts dying. They pray for him. I don't know. It made me feel very religious, even though it's like it's a little bit of a parody of religious people, but I still felt like I'm gonna pray today.
It sounds like something you would write on a Trish Talk.
I wish. That's what I told Moses. Yeah. It's very... Oh, we got to look up the year we did that Trish Talk versus when the year the show started. Because I swear they took our Trish Talk and just made these characters.
Because when they do their flashbacks to the older stuff, it looks like that. Yeah,
it literally looks like our Trish Talk when we were the Christian preacher couple. It literally was that.
It's the first one I'm excited to do. I'm going to do the Baby Billy Bible bunkers.
No, you gotta be the young one. Ready? Mama told me not to. I did it anyway. Misbehaving.
I don't remember.
Daddy said don't, but I said I'm gonna You gotta learn the words.
I will.
Well, he has till October, right?
Well, we're gonna do the whole song too, so you might need to do it. Sitting in the windowsill, sitting in the creek, running on dad and coming on a stick. I wore lipstick and I got caught shaving. Just 2 little country kids outside misbehaving. I love it, but I always do find another person based on loving another person. Like I was hyperfixated on Walton Goggins. I'm hyperfixated on this Danny McBride. And Love him and everything he does. And he was in Eastbound and Down, which was like a show on HBO for like 4 years. He's really just in with HBO. Vice Principals 2 years. Rachel Gemstones was 5 years. Why did we get into this? Oh, John Goodman lost about 100 pounds. So skinny. Is so skinny on this show. I was like, damn. He was so hot when he was Dan Connor. Now he's kind of like, just skinny. I don't know. Everyone can be skinny. You know what I mean? I don't know. Love him. Good for him. He probably feels better, but... Megan Mullally was in it. I think she had, allegedly, in my opinion, a facelift because she looked like she was 40 years old and she's playing John Goodman's love interest. John Goodman's 70. She's like 66, but they look like 40 and 75. It was so crazy. She looks so good. I love her too. Sean William Scott was in it. Eric Andre. It's a good cast. Bradley Cooper was in it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of like a big show. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird show, but once you get into it, it's pretty good. I love it. I love anything TV related because there's nothing on. Yeah, we tried to get into the adults one and I can't quite get into that.
Oh, I haven't even picked that back up yet, actually.
Oh, I thought you loved it.
I started it, but I haven't gone back to it.
No, I can't figure out why I don't like that, but I love Overcompensating because it is very similar. It's like adults living life.
The writing is there very different though.
I don't know. It feels very similar. It feels like literally like Overcompensating the sequel.
But Overcompensating was the subjects are so like I don't know like simple and
gay.
No, it's like simple. It's like high school love. Like college, like your first love, your first crush, stuff like that.
I see.
Adults are more like workplace issues and
it's a lot of storylines.
Wokeness and political issues and it's like very different.
Maybe I'm not smart enough to follow it. I don't follow it at all. I'm very confused. I try to give it a chance. I don't know what's happening ever in that show. Because this last one, there was like a murderer that he befriended.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters. There's a lot of story. Like, there's a lot going on that if you miss 1 second, you just kind of like, what?
I can't get into it, but I thought it was your show. So I was like, I'm going to talk to Oscar about
That's
it.
sweet. Oh.
Yeah, because you were very much like, I love adults. And I was like, okay.
I think everyone was just talking about it. So I'm like, oh, that's the next one I got to get on. And I started it, but not because I don't like it. I just haven't watched anything lately. I have to still get caught up on Love Island. That is my task because
The what?
Love Island. I really need to get caught up. I started the first week. Everyone is talking. Like everyone is clocked in and standing on business for Love Island.
I think we're too late. I feel like we're like 5 weeks behind.
Or like I started the first week, but I just started the first week last week. So I think I'm like 2 or 3 weeks behind.
Can you get into it?
It's hard because it is one of those shows that there's so many episodes a week. But I am trying. I feel a little bit of hope because Jaclyn Hill also just started watching it. And I saw via Instagram stories that she also felt the pressure to get caught up, and she's challenging herself. Jaclyn was so brave and vulnerable to say that she's going to get caught up, so she inspired me. What an influencer.
She's another one that got in trouble for talking about GLP-1. Someone came for her because she said she tried it, and everyone's like, this is not healthy to promote this either. I was like, oh my God, damn, everyone can. So you're going to try. I know people tell us to watch it, but I can't really. I know Tana loves it.
Everyone loves it. All the girlies are watching it.
Literally, like, zero interest in it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, old or something. Like, it just, what is it? Just people, like, hooking up?
It's like, yeah. Finding, like, the match or whatever, and there is, like, a competition element to it. And then there's also, like, you vote people out and stuff. So I kind of get into it.
She's, like, a combination of Bachelor and Big Brother.
Kind of, yeah.
But then there's like a girl in there that everyone's like, she clearly has like a mental illness and like exploiting it. I don't really know the whole thing. Like she has like borderline Huda. Maybe it's not Huda. Maybe it's somebody else.
I feel like probably they're talking about her.
Yeah. And everyone's like, we're watching them exploit this girl's like mental breakdowns.
On the bright side, she'll be very booked and busy after the show.
That is very
She'll
true.
probably have a podcast.
T. You're right. Kudos to you, however you get it. I love it. The Love Island people seem dubious. Is that where Harry Jowsey's from?
I think he's from one of those, yeah.
Love Island.
One of those.
This other influencer, Tammy Hembrow, married someone from Love Island and they're getting divorced like 4 months later.
Oh my God. Well, not all of them are dubious. Some of them are queenies.
Who's the queenie?
I know like the PPG from last season. I only know them from after the show.
PPG?
But yeah, it's like, the three group of girls that got really popular after Love Island.
No, I didn't know about this. PPG?
Oh gosh, I'm forgetting all their names.
We never talked about this, I swear. Watch cut to me talking.
You know one of them.
Me saying, I love PPG a year ago.
Oh, yes. Leah, Serena, and Jonna?
Oh, a Gossip Girl cast.
I I know them from after the show. They're fierce. They even got their own spinoff because they're that fierce. Yeah.
One was on canceled, right?
Leah. Yeah, Leah was on canceled. Yeah.
And now they have a podcast or what?
They have their own show. Their own spinoff of Love Island.
Where?
On Peacock.
Everyone's getting shows. It's really impressive. Kudos to them, honestly. I think I'm not. I'm watching Vice Principals from 2016, so I don't know.
I had the perfect segue after the Schwarzenegger family, but there is no seamless. There is no seamless. But Nick Cannon can't remember his kids' names.
Oh, Bobby Althoff getting all those viral moments. Yes.
Wait, there was an episode where we infamously said, "What is Bobby Althoff up to?" Little did we know she was still working, getting
Season
those
5,
views.
yeah.
Yes. So
The
shout
Nick
out to
Cannon
Bobby.
interview. I love it. I wonder if she comes up with her own questions because it is kind of a good question.
Yeah, she asked Nick Cannon to name if he can name all 12 of his kids, and he couldn't. He got to 10. He did get to 10.
Which is crazy because I saw people pointing out like there's teachers who have to like memorize like 25 students in a classroom.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
like these are your kids. Where at the very least you're doing a Christmas photo shoot with them every year, so you have to see them once. You know what I mean? Like that's wild. He's wild. And at first I kind of gave him some sympathy where I was like, or empathy where I'm like, maybe he just wants a lot of kids. But then when he was like, it was a king complex, I'm like, what are you talking about? And all the comments were agreeing because they're like, what is this? He's like, because, I don't know. The whole thing is very odd.
Yeah. He got asked why he has fathered so many kids. And he said, yeah, I have a king complex. Black men, we always be like, what's up, king? I really think I'm the king. So it almost reminds me of like, I think Olivia O'Brien talked about Logan Paul, like about him wanting kids because he was like narcissistic and just wanted like duplicate versions of himself.
Right.
And it gives me that vibe of like, I just want as many me's on the earth as possible.
Yeah. It was very weird. It was very odd. And then what did he ask her? Like, can you name, what did he ask? He said something like if she can name all 12 like states or I don't know, something. What's 12? Disciples? I don't know. And she's like, yeah, but I also don't, like, they're not my kids.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, 12 kids isn't, like, that hard to memorize the names, right?
No, he missed Beautiful, who was 2, and he missed Halo, who was also 2.
Ooh. Oh, well, they were in the same year, so I get it. How can you remember everybody born in the same year? I think it was the year Malibu was born. He had 3 kids that year. Oh, 2022, you said? Or are they 2 now?
They're 2 years old right now.
Yeah, so they're probably that year. He had one baby the same day Malibu was born.
It's kind of sad, though, like... because then one of the moms, Halo, she posted to her Instagram story, to my daughter, I hope you stay loud, which kind of like cryptically referencing like him forgetting about her. And she's also talked about how about how Nick doesn't come to see her that often, which is kind of sad.
Oh,
it's sad that like,
but it explains it.
Yeah, it's just sad though, like you want to have all these kids, but then obviously there's no physical way to like be in all of their lives equally, which is kind of sad. It's sad to me.
I think about that, like even when we talked about like, because I really am like having to make the decision now. I'm like, okay, are we done? And it's like, God, I would love 4 kids, but like truly, like I think it's just like, yeah, like I don't think I gave them all. Yeah, you kind of do feel bad, especially if you're forgetting the names of your kids. Like,
it's a sign that we got to wrap it up. Literally.
Well,
literally, got to wrap it up.
Hopefully he is, right? He hasn't had a kid in a while.
He says that he thinks he might be done now after 12. So that is at least the silver lining.
It's like reckless abandonment or something like that. Just get all these women pregnant.
And he's talked about how he hopes that like as he gets older, they'll start coming to him more versus him trying to like step into their worlds more. He said that he likes doing it. He likes going to their sports games or giving them personal time for the holidays, and he doesn't mind bouncing around, but he hopes when he gets older, they'll start all coming to him and make it a little bit easier.
I don't know if that's how it works.
I know.
I don't think like later on they're going to be like, oh, let's go to dad. Yeah. Yikes. Oh.
I know. I feel bad for some of the kids.
Yeah, because there's certain moms or certain babies that get a lot of attention, like that Bree from Selling Sunset. Like he's always with her and the baby.
Yeah, Bree. Is it Bree Tishi?
Yeah. He's always with that family. I wonder how that works because he always is doing like Christmas card photos, and I'm like, I wonder if they have to set it up or he sets it up for them, and he kind of just like jumps in the shots. And do they all get along?
It's like the junket.
It is kind of like the
just jumping in
the Cannon family junket.
I mean, I guess like Joseph, like Jacob from the Bible had 12 sons.
But usually with one. wife.
No, there was different wives. He's like, Joseph's mother, she was quite my favorite wife. I never really loved another all my life. And Joseph was my joy because he and they all have different moms. They all have different.
I guess in those days you could marry like 4 different women. But
so he's just being biblical, really. I guess that makes sense. Maybe he thinks king like God, Jesus. Who was the king? Who was the king? Was it Jesus or God?
God.
Are you sure? Wasn't Jesus called a king too? No.
It's the Holy Spirit. They're all the same thing. God,
is
Jesus.
that true?
Yes. Yes.
No, God is not the same as Jesus.
They're technically
this different.
They're different people, but like they're In Catholic school, that's what we learned. They're the same thing.
Some people view
I thought Jesus
Trinity,
was the Son of God.
Right. Some people view Jesus as God and them as one being, and some people view God as God and Jesus is his son. It is different.
And the Spirit is him after the resurrection.
You watch Righteous Gemstones, you should know.
No, I really should. Yeah, why do people praise Jesus so much and not God?
No. You should answer that. You have the song I Love You, Jesus.
Right.
Why wasn't it I Love You, God?
Ooh, T. I should write a follow-up. Not enough syllables in God.
I love you, God. You would have to really draw out the... Yeah.
Doesn't sing right. I love you, Jesus. I love you, God. Also, aren't you like not allowed to say God? You know, like people write G-D because it's too holy to spell. Someone I knew used to always write it that way. I'm like, why are you hyphenating God? I'm like, you can't even say it. It's too powerful, right?
They take it from previous cultures that would not pronounce the name of God
because it's too holy. Mm-hmm. Do we believe in God? I think so. Because you can't ask that in the workplace. I don't know why you can even ask anymore.
That does seem like an HR violation.
HR violation for sure. All right. Moving past whatever you guys believe in, we love you.
Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez unfollowed each other on Instagram again.
You think it's a glitch?
I don't think it's a glitch. I think... First of all, Selena Gomez, love her Oreos. I just have to preface with that. I love those Oreos.
You tried them? I wanted to do it this week.
Oh, I figured you must have already had them because they've been out for a while. I feel like I was so late to the Oreos.
Really? I just saw everyone getting them now, and I was like, oh, I missed it.
I've seen them at Target a lot, and for like 2 weeks, and I didn't really think anything of them. But my friend said, "No, you have to try these Selena Gomez Oreos."
Is it like cinnamon or something?
They're they're almost like a Mexican hot chocolate, is how my friend described it.
Was it good?
It was really good. I'm not gonna lie.
How many did you eat? I can't ask you that. God,
the HR violation.
Oh my God. I'm being so extra today. So sorry. Jeez. I am a food counter. I do count how many I eat. I'm like, I had 10 Oreos today. Do you eat the full sleeve?
I have in my youth, but
really?
I honestly don't really eat Oreos like that these days.
I kind of love Oreo. Like even a classic Oreo, like dunked in milk. Oh, we should get some. That sounds so
I used to love them as a kid, and I love cookies and cream ice cream. I haven't had it in a long time, but yeah, the Oreos. I was like, oh, let me finally try these Selena Gomez Oreos.
You dunk them or no?
As a kid, I did.
Not now.
Not with the Selena ones. I guess I could try it. I did it more as like a curiosity thing.
Did you film it? No. I love that. That's so crazy to me. Like people trying trendy foods and like, don't you want to put it out there? A minute in your car eating an Oreo. Like that probably would get so many views. People would love it. I can't believe you do that. That's so funny.
Just eat things for my own curiosity.
It is wild to me. I could never, like even these Bunsen Boone cookies, I'm like, I don't know if I would do it unless it's like for a reason, for a gag, you know? That is crazy. Would you buy them again?
Honestly, I do really like them, so maybe. I don't even really love Oreos like that, but these ones are really good. They're good little like dessert.
Why do you think? Yeah, now it's like making me want some. Why do you think Selena Gomez got them?
Got the Oreo deal?
Yeah.
Well, she has her own cooking show, so maybe they thought this was the obvious next step.
And Benny too. He does cooking on his TikToks.
Oh yeah, T. You're right.
They're engaged.
Benny Blanco and Selena. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We covered that here on this program.
I couldn't remember. I was
Remember
like,
the Taco Bell engagement?
Oh, right.
Yeah, the picnic, the Taco Bell.
Happen.
What?
Too many things happen in this world.
A lot of things. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's so many things that happen. Like,
daily these days. Yeah.
Just truly,
too many
hourly.
events.
I'm just like, oh my God, there's so many people
events.
engaged and married and pregnant and this.
Well,
it's just too much.
Yeah, Hailey and Selena have reportedly unfollowed each other. I I feel like Selena and Hailey, kind of like me and Hailey Bieber, just ships in the night. Like, I don't follow Hailey Bieber either. I don't wish her ill. I just feel like we're just ships in the night. We're never going to see eye to eye. I feel like Selena is probably the same way. And Selena and I have very similar energies. We're both Cancers, both love these Oreos.
When's her birthday?
I think it's soon. It's a little bit after mine.
I've been meeting a lot of Cancers lately. I kind of love it.
July 22nd.
Ooh, I wonder if our baby's gonna come closer to your birthday or Selena's birthday.
I hope he doesn't have to share with Selena. That's a lot of pressure.
Oh, you think it's too much?
Yeah, that's a lot for one day.
When's your birthday? The 16th.
14th.
God, I'm gonna remember. Okay, it's coming in between there. I think I have a feeling. Yeah, I get it. But also it's like, why do people want them to be friends? Why would you follow someone? Like, even if you're totally fine with them, like, I wouldn't want to follow some of my exes married to.
Honestly, T
seems odd anyways.
Yeah, it does seem odd. It's like, honestly, maybe I'm better off just like not seeing this stuff.
Yeah, because also I would just be like, oh, feel sorry for you.
But I guess, as we said, unfollowing is a big statement these days. You kind of just got to mute them, no?
Right. So they obviously wanted people to know.
Yeah.
But what's the beef?
They haven't really had beef in a minute. And remember, like, after Hailey Bieber's Vogue cover, when Justin was like weird about it.
Yeah.
Selena had like had the Instagram story that was like another one of those cryptic things that like maybe it is about her. Because that day that happened, she posted an Instagram story that said, "You matter, your voice matters, your heart matters, you are worth so much more than you know." So people thought, and it said, "You know who you are and I'm cheering you on." So it's like,
oh my God, that's
what
so
does
funny.
this cryptic post mean? Again, it could have nothing to do with Hailey, but the timing was like, maybe it is.
Yeah.
So, and that was not that long ago. That was just a couple weeks ago. So what happened? Maybe it's just like, I just had to bow out and not.
Who was like the shady one liking post? Was it Selena doing it?
That was Hailey.
Doing it about Selena?
Yeah.
Okay. Selena never really was petty in the comments.
I think, no, once the Hailey stuff went viral, then Selena definitely picked up about it. Yeah. And then, was this last summer? Maybe? Or
we
2
did
summers?
talk about this. Yeah, I remember.
I think it might have been, it was last summer when the Selena versus Hailey stuff got really huge. And then Selena's so funny. She had a post that she loves a little typing out Instagram story because when all the drama was like really going crazy, she posted like an Instagram story like that was just text like on the black screen. I remember it, and it was like, "Hailey Bieber reached out to me." Period. And
that's all she said. That is so wild to me.
She said that, and then she continued that she let me know that she has been receiving death threats and hateful negative energy. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop. And then Hailey thanks Selena for speaking out. That was last year.
Oh my gosh. It's so wild to me, even like, that they engage in social media. Like, again, if I was like a billionaire, I'd be like, I'm not going to ever type anything ever again. Just everyone, I'm like analyzing every little thing. It's just like so much drama for what?
That similarly, like Olivia Rodrigo was in weird like Twitter controversy too. And and she takes the approach where she doesn't say, and I can appreciate that. Because the the Swiftologist? No.
What's the Swiftologist?
He's a TikToker.
Love the name.
And he like brought up this clip from this cafe in Nashville. It's called the Bluebird Cafe. It's like where Taylor Swift got discovered. An employee of the cafe said that like when Olivia Rodrigo performed there, that she asked for the photos of Taylor to be taken down because there's rumors that like Taylor and Olivia had like a feud.
Over what?
The rumor is that like Olivia Rodrigo's song Deja Vu, she said when she was talking about writing that song, she said it was inspired by Taylor Swift, like Cruel Summer. And then after that, Taylor ended up getting writing credits on the song because it inspired Olivia. And people think that like Taylor took that from Olivia, basically. Like,
wait, she got the credit on the song.
Taylor got, but
just because she said it was inspired by?
There's a lot of speculation because but there was another song like Good For You, that song, like Paramore huge. Ended up getting writing credits for that because she said Misery Business inspired it.
What? How can they do that?
Because it wasn't Hayley Williams that did it. It was like there's this one member of Paramore that like isn't in there anymore. but like he went and was like threatening to sue if they don't give writing credits or whatever.
That is so. How can you say that's the craziest thing I've ever heard? Like saying something inspired by is crazy.
I think her team didn't like gave the writing credits as a way to kind of. This is just me speculating.
Yeah.
I think to like avoid having like a lawsuit or anything, just to, like avoid like confrontation. Just be like, fine, like we'll do it now. And I think she learned her lesson because now she doesn't say.
But yeah, no, for sure. But like, what about Taylor Swift's people? You think it was one of her people that did it?
It's hard to say because I think. There's so much speculation that's hard
crazy.
to figure out what is what. Because Olivia was a Taylor Swift stan. Like, she like before she had Sour, like she would cover Taylor all the time. So that Taylor was one of the biggest influences. She had like childhood photos going to her concerts. And then after that happened, she like stopped promoting Taylor. So there is a good chance that maybe something happened. But also the other side of it is that Olivia's team probably just wanted to get ahead of it and was just like, we're going to give credits to whoever to avoid any kind of drama.
That's so weird. Because everyone's song is inspired by someone's song.
Yeah, because
like,
even Driver's License, Olivia said she wanted to write a song like Gracie Abrams. And that's why she wrote Driver's License.
Oh my God, I got to give credit to her too. Just give credit to everybody. That is so wild. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
So because of that, like... It's weird because there is a big crossover between their fans, but there is still some like Olivia stans that like are not Taylor stans and vice versa.
Because of that.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of Taylor stans that saw this clip of like being like, oh, Olivia's team wanted to take down the Taylor photos and then went crazy. And it went like super viral. And even the cafe had to like release a statement being like, no, this is like general protocol. Like we don't own the photos. So depending on what it's being used for, like filming, we have to take them down, which is true. Like it's like the basics of copyright law. Like even if there's artwork in if they're doing a reality show, there's artwork in a hotel, like they have to take down that artwork because
T-shirts and logos and
it's pretty
sometimes
standard.
They blur it. You see it on the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Things are blurred because they don't have the rights.
So it's pretty standard protocol, but still the fans were like, no, like this is so
They
crazy.
always got to dig into something more.
And they were really going in on Olivia for this, but it's like, even if she did want to take him down, I'm like, the Swifties that are anti-Olivia, like you guys are the ones that bully her over. So like obviously she doesn't want to be associated because you guys bully her so hard. So
and Taylor and Olivia never say anything about each other.
They never say. Olivia got asked specifically once, like, because she has a song called "The Grudge," and there was speculation that was about Taylor, and she got specifically asked about it, and she said no. She said that's just like a conspiracy theory. I have no beef with anyone.
Because they're so much younger, too. Olivia's so much younger, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what could there even be beef about?
Yeah. So, and then at the Grammys, like, Taylor stood up for, like, Olivia's performance and stuff. So.
Well, those are your two top girls. So, where do you stand on it?
I'm kind of just, like, in the middle, to be honest. Like, if I had. It depends on what actually happened. Like, if Taylor did actually go after Olivia, I'd be like, well, which I don't really see her doing, I guess. Because. From being like a young woman in the industry, it goes against everything that her platform is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like somewhere in the middle, I guess, because I love both, and I think they do just kind of coexist. Olivia has switched lanes and like gone the more like Avril Lavigne like like pop rock, like that's her whole brand now. It's like more rock star, using quotes, and then Taylor's more like the pop star. Sabrina is more like Taylor now, I think, with like the
poppy, cutesy, girly,
Yeah. But even like Taylor, I mean, Olivia and Sabrina made up at the Grammys last year, or this year.
Taylor. Oh, at the Grammys.
Because Sabrina and Olivia had a big feud too.
They did?
Yeah.
What
Wow,
was
you doing
theirs?
this all?
Oh my God. What? I think Olivia's like so young.
She is very young, yeah.
So that's why I was like, what could even the beef be? I guess Sabrina's relatively young,
It was about
too.
the boy, Joshua Bassett, the High School Musical boy. Yeah.
Oh, the High School Musical boy.
But then they had a cute moment at the Grammys this past year. So I feel like everyone's kind of made up, and the stands want to like just be crazy. But anyway, my point was Olivia just didn't say it, as she shouldn't. Keep
it moving.
Now her team like does her social media thing.
So you didn't think she's on it?
No.
Did you interview her? You interviewed her at the Guts premiere.
Yeah, at the Guts premiere.
Did you ask her about it?
No. Someone did though. Someone asked her about Taylor. I forgot who. Someone compared her to like because she did a movie. She's like, oh, it's like the Eras Tour. But again, she just doesn't talk about shit. Yeah, she's smart.
Yeah.
She learned very young. Like, don't say shit. So,
that is so true, because if you don't say anything, then they can't
use it against you. Yeah.
That's probably why people don't do podcasts in general, because as we've seen the twisting of words. It is actually insane.
It is.
I get why celebrities don't want to do podcasts. Because, like, what do you mean you're going to just twist everything I say?
It's true, yeah.
And that's what it sounds like kind of here.
Yeah. She's like, let me just not say. And that is kind of the way to go about it. Let this, because it'll die out eventually. That's why I was even surprised, like, Sabrina talked about, like, the controversy with, like, her album cover and stuff. I was like,
Did she? What did she say? Do we have a follow-up to this?
She did two things. There was a TikTok that said her album cover was, or her aesthetic is inspired by the movie, like, Lolita. Do you know that movie?
Oh, yes. We got blasted for this because everyone came for us in the comments last week not saying this, not talking about it.
I think that was one of the newer things because that came out.
That's what I thought, too. I was like...
that Lolita comparison. It's also, like, literally a paper thin... And I don't care if I get hate for this either. It's a paper thin comparison that, like, someone on Reddit made that got picked up on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And people are running with it because Sabrina commented, I've never seen that movie. I've never even heard of this movie. And I'm, like, older and, like, you know, I've always been a
it's like an old
person.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only comparison is, like, the aesthetic. They both reference the same, like, time period. That's why the clothing is similar. But that really is the only comparison. Everything else can... It's like there's so many different movies of the time that you can compare to that make more sense. So the Lolita thing is literally paper thin and it's like grasping at straws. And I promise you I will be on the right side of history. On this one, I am like so confident. Like Rachel Zegler, I know in like a year, 2 years, I will be on the right side of history. And you can clock this because I know that Sabrina will have her justice. And I'm not even... Out of all the pop girlies, like Sabrina isn't even like my top 5. It's not like I'm personally like that invested. It's more so like it's the most common sense thing. There is literally nothing in Sabrina's catalog that reinforces this idea that everyone wants to hate her for. She has never had a song. There's like not a lyric, a music video that reinforces her being a part of the male gaze, being like subservient to men. That doesn't exist. What happened to the freaking phrase, don't judge a book by its cover? Why are we judging an album by its cover? You haven't even heard the damn album. You don't even know what the damn album is about, and you're saying that it's this, and this. How can you even say that? You haven't even heard it.
Oh, there's no songs out?
The Only Man-Child, which is a song bashing men. So how are you going to say it's all about being like a pet based off the cover? What happened to don't judge a book by its cover?
Right. Well,
it's like...
pick a better cover, maybe.
God. But also people are like, well, if it was her if it was her having men on a leash or something, that's corny. I'm sorry. Nikita Dragon did that at the VMAs for 2019 and everyone
who did it before Nikita? Didn't someone do it before her?
I'm sure. It's like such a cliche kind of thing. So I don't even care. Again, you can definitely monetize over hating women, and there's something I just won't do it. I won't do it for $1.
You've been on the right side. Controversial. I know we don't talk about it on here, but the Justin Baldoni lawsuit was dropped.
Part of it. But yeah.
But they were celebrating.
yes.
I saw Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. They said we're celebrating that part of it was dropped.
Yeah, it was a part. I forget which part. But what is it called? I'm forgetting the name. That basically that they were smearing Justin. Defamation. Yes, thank you.
That the article and all that didn't.
And but they still have to give over Taylor Swift texts or what?
Yeah,
that's
weird. They were able to get that subpoenaed.
That's so weird. Wait, what's the point of that?
To see if he was like if they had like a plan or a scheme or whatever.
But why would it matter anyways? Truly I don't know. Like, why does it even matter if she's like, we hate Justin, let's take him down?
Because then that would kind of prove his point. Yeah.
But you can't just say that to a friend.
But I think it would be the point of like him or Blake like using Taylor to like take control of the movie and all of that stuff. So
do you think they should have any involvement? Like, does Taylor care? Maybe she does.
That is, I don't think she did. I kind of think
she's being a friend. Like, let's hate him, girl.
I don't even think it was like, I can't even see her being like that deep and deeply involved in it. But I feel like as far as like marketing, I do think probably Blake used or like leveraged Taylor's like fame and influence.
Really?
I mean, she had
That's
the song
crazy.
in the film and Blake like asked to use that song. So I think that would
just be like, oh, you're my friend. Like, let's use your song.
But I think it was used like in the trailer, which is marketing material. So that,
It's just so interesting because it's like I compare it to Dramageddon when I went over to Shane's house and he was freaking out about the James Charles video dropping. And I just didn't care. And he didn't care about my problem. So I was like, does anyone really care? You know what I mean? Like, he was so upset about this James Charles thing. And I was like, okay, well, I just got locked up in a mental institution. So I don't care. So that's how I feel. I feel like, okay, they go over to the house. She's complaining. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Don't care.
I kind of would be the same as well. Yeah.
Especially like this movie and Justin Baldoni. I'm like, I don't know. I'm Taylor Swift. I'm going to Paris tour.
I'm really.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it'd be interesting to see like when the court. That's why I literally was like, I'm just not gonna say that Blake could 100% be lying until things happen, like unfold in court, because there is, even though everyone thinks we know all the details, we just realistically do not. Like, obviously, a lot has been out there, but you have to understand, like, lawyers are the whole point of a lawyer is to like manipulate the situation to their to their side.
Yeah.
Obviously, we see like and this is like not to say all because they have the same lawyer, but like David Dobrik has the same lawyer as Justin Baldoni.
Yeah.
So
Johnny Depp lawyer? Or no?
Brian I don't know if it's the same, Brian Freeman or whatever.
I feel like that might be the same. I remember when David Dobrik got a lawyer, he had like a Johnny Depp lawyer.
Oh, so
maybe allegedly.
And like obviously there's stuff that we know from like Jeff's side where it's like, but obviously the point of the lawyer is to manipulate things to skew things a certain way. So
that is crazy. Do you ever think like the lawyer knows the real answer, but they have to like be like, let's go to the line?
I mean, that's the job of a lawyer.
But they don't go and get in trouble for like perjury.
Well, that's why like when like public defenders, like even if they're like representing someone who allegedly committed murder, you have to be like, do not tell me what they like say, like do not tell me whatever.
I thought they had to know, like, okay, you gotta tell me, but I'll just like defend you.
I don't know, for public defend. I've heard public defenders being like, do not tell me if you did or
court
did not.
appointed, like a court appoints you. But like maybe like an OJ's lawyers maybe knew the truth.
Maybe, yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day. I don't think we'll ever know, right? Because you think that when they're about to die, they'd tell you, like, oh, I did it.
For murder?
Yeah. Maybe repent before you die and just at least tell the truth. Isn't that why they say like on your deathbed or something, like,
that's true. Yeah.
Reveal all the secrets. I will. Shout out to my girl, Rachel Zegler. Shout out to my girl, Rachel Zegler, for real. I sent her a DM the other day. I was like, you're an actual goddess, because she was reposting Evita, her singing on the balcony. And she responded within like 5 minutes. She's like, miss you, girl. Like, you've been crushing it too. Love singing. I'm like, I love you so much. I think I have the confidence to ask her on the podcast when she gets back to LA, or when she's back in the States anyway. She's over in London doing Evita. Jamie Lloyd's Evita, which Jamie Lloyd also did Sunset Boulevard. He seems dubious, that one. That Jamie Lloyd, he has always putting at the end, too, of Evita, there's a guy that bows in his black underwear. Same thing that Thomas Francis does at the end of Sunset Boulevard. And they're always covered in blood, and they're always naked. And it's an odd take on both of those shows. But anyways, she went viral. She went viral for a lot of things. One, singing outside, Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. There's always that controversy where people are like, oh, the people inside paid for a ticket. Why is she singing outside? Well, because it's viral, and now everybody wants to go see it. They do that with Sunset Boulevard, too. The guy walks the streets of New York singing Sunset Boulevard. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah, the guy from You. Not Joe, the other one from You. He goes outside and walks around Times Square singing Sunset Boulevard, Jackpot. And then people, like, film him, and it's all that stuff. So Rachel does the same thing. Same director, Jamie Lloyd. And she does the same thing, and people were like... People always get mad at Rachel. Like, they always get mad as if it's her idea to go out there. They're like, wow, there's people inside paying, and she's out here giving free performances to people in London. I was like, stupid. Like, that's the whole point, is like people are like tuning in, watching. She's a queen. She's everything. Went viral for defending her bodyguard, Danny. I just love the way she talks to people. I love the way she's like a princess, and that she's gentle to every single person in the world. The Rachel Zegler hate is weirdly unwarranted out there. I don't know what's happening in the world, but... I love her. She's a queen. And she's my number one forever and ever as far as girls go. She's my it girl.
Yeah, she is she's just so sweet.
So sweet.
The viral video from TikTok, it was a fan asking for an autograph. I guess the context there was she like I guess had missed him or something, and he was getting really aggressive at trying to like get her attention, and then Danny, her bodyguard or security, was asked him to like settle down, and then he started yelling at Danny.
Oh my God.
And then she said, hi, love you so much. But Danny is just doing his job. He is protecting me. And yeah, she handled it.
She said, I know, babe. But he's my Danny, don't talk to him like that. He's protecting me because the crowds can be very over. I'm like, she's such
You
a
literally
sweet.
know the whole, that's literally exactly what she said.
Yeah, I was watching all of it.
Because everyone
Because
caught
she's
on
being
the
sweet.
My Danny.
Yeah, she's like, okay, yes, but don't be disrespectful to my Danny, babe. Okay, I understand. Like, I just love the way she talks because she is so sweet and just so wonderful. And yeah, like, and she's standing out there, like, signing those things after her show. I was like, it's cold. Well, maybe it's not cold. It's summer. Is it cold in London? I don't know.
I think there's a heat wave over there.
Oh, it's hot. People are sweating. Okay. She just did a big show where she's the star. Even Danny's in the balcony with her when she's singing. Like, Danny is everywhere with her. As he should be. I mean, you're going out into the public. You know, you need it. I mean,
thought they were a couple the way she talked about him.
my Danny, I mean, everyone was saying he disrespects me. That's what everyone. He was very cute. But it's like ours too. Not to compare my Broadway show. But I will say, you were there. You know, you can attest. Weren't you there when they were like, it's too dangerous?
Yes.
Like, you have to go out the other way. And I'm like, but this is Broadway. Like, you have to go to the stage door. I'm like, if Rachel Zegler can do it. But all that to say is they do take security very like seriously because they're like, we don't have enough security because there's just so many people. And like, yeah, that's, you know, like one person, especially if someone's like being aggressive. And that's why everyone's like, and that's why she needs Danny, because this person's being like aggressive to her. You know what I mean? Like, he has to be the one to like say something. I don't know. And she's also very like just small and petite. And it's like, you know, people, even if they don't mean to be, like if rushing, anything like that, things could go out of whack really fast. Remember at our Broadway show, they were very much like, I've never seen a crowd like this. It's very dangerous. We wouldn't advise you going out. I was like, it's fine. Let me just run out there. And that's how she felt. We didn't have a Danny. Maybe we did have a Danny. I don't know. Should pay more attention to those things. But yeah, she was very sweet. I love that but even clips of her going viral, I feel like this one people were on her side, which I like. The one of her singing, people were trying to blame her, like she's taking away tickets, whatever. But this one, people were like, we love Rachel.
Yeah.
That's the real Rachel, everybody. She is a literal Disney princess, like actually. So be nice to her. It is weird. Someone said, oh God, there was a TikTok. It was so funny. I wish I kept it. It had like literally 100,000 likes. Maybe I could find it. And it's like, oh my God, we should all be as Delulu as Rachel Zegler because she starred in, you know, Steven Spielberg, Disney, and now Broadway and West End. And everyone's like, but she's like actually talented.
Yeah.
And then the top comment was like, no, Trisha Paytas is Delulu. Rachel Zegler is talented. It's like kind of tea though. Because her sentiment was like, be delusional enough to believe in your dreams.
But
Everyone's
she
like,
is like
yeah.
a vocal like powerhouse. Yeah.
Everyone's like, I think Trisha's the example of Delulu and anything's possible, but Rachel is talented. And she is, period. She's just talented. And talent triumphs everything. She's also very nice too. So love Rachel. Thanks for DMing back. I always get excited. Then I'm like, you know what? Let me DM. You know, I have anxiety. We don't like to open DMs right away. But I'm like, no, she is so busy. She's just living her life, and she DM'd me back in 5 minutes. I'm like, let me DM back.
Oh,
quickly
wow.
too.
Influencer.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was very back on it, and I was like, would love to see you again. I mean, I would, but also, what does that mean? On the pod. I love her.
so
Maybe I'll go
dead.
to London and interview her. London's far, man. I don't know if I could go back there. That's too far.
Oh, I forgot you went. Oh my God.
No, isn't that crazy this year?
Yeah.
There's just been a lot. Yeah. A lot happening. It's only July. Headlining topic, JoJo, which I have to always make this disclaimer. JoJo, I love you. I just talked to someone the other day, and I was like, someone that knows her, and I was just like, can you just tell her, like, I genuinely like her, that I will apologize. Like, if I said something crazy, like, I will genuinely apologize. I feel like I don't say anything crazy about her. I love you, JoJo. Disclaimer. I love you. Please come on the pod. I don't even have to drill you about any questions, okay? Everyone gets full edit, whatever you want. Come on the pod. I love you, girl. She is going viral for so many reasons. She's the queen of virality, really. Right?
She talks a lot. I'm realizing she does a lot of press because every week there's like a new thing. Oh, this time it was TMZ. TMZ caught up with her.
At the airport?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Oh, that's so funny. We love TMZ at the airport.
Oh, no. Sorry, West Hollywood.
Oh.
I think when she was out with James Charles.
When was that? What?
This past week.
No. Oh my God. That's okay. I mean, she really does have a knack for being friends with like all the problematics. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, okay, one or two problematic friends, but I mean, she has a plethora of them around her. That's crazy. And they're always like in their problematic era. Like James Charles his scandal, the Kayla Malik stuff was intense.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah.
They're just like arm in arm and way ho.
I think they way ho.
I don't know. I don't know
This
what's
episode
happening.
is deranged
I
today.
know. I have my pants open, but at the same time, the zipper is like hurting my belly, and it's just been digging in. I'm just like, what is happening?
Yes, they were in Wayho.
Way-
I think he was giving her new his new palette, whatever.
I mean, how many pallets? What?
That
So many
that
pallets.
was the whole thing too.
Okay.
But anyway,
Who's buying? I guess people are buying them. Isn't that crazy when you think about people's products? Like, who's buying them? It's probably a lot of people.
probably.
Probably making like millions of dollars off these pallets. Okay.
But yeah, TMZ was catching up with her, and she got asked obviously about Chris Hughes, and she did say she has, quote, so many thoughts about marrying him, and she already has her best man picked out for the wedding.
Who's the best man?
Well, she has said in 2020. It's a good sign that she was already planning a wedding back in 2023, and she said that it was going to be Tyler Cameron from The Bachelorette. They did Special Forces together, and they were like BFFs back.
Damn, she really becomes friends instantly with people.
If she's doing a show, she's going to become BFFs.
Friends.
Yes.
Okay, love it. And a lot of the men she likes. She likes to be BFFs with them.
Or more than BFFs, as we have now seen.
Yeah.
But she said, an update going great with Chris, her favorite person in the world. She said that they have a great connection. Their connection radiates. He is my favorite person. I'm grateful and very happy. And yeah, marriage is on the table for her and Chris Hughes.
That's wild to say.
So it's been.
Because you were just in a relationship at the beginning of this year with someone else.
And it's been.
It's just.
I mean, they've only technically been together. When did Big Brother start? May?
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
My God.
I know. What?
She moves fast. She really does move very fast.
Which I normally would be like okay with, but I just feel like there's not enough healing time. Because I do believe she's in love with all these people, but it's like going so quickly from one love to another is like, your heart's not healed. You're not in the right headspace. Like any breakup is a breakup, and it still like has to have some effect on you, right? Like,
and the first man she's publicly dated, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So that also, let's just take a beat and like maybe see a therapist and make sure everything is like.
I know, but like you mentioned earlier in the episode, Moses, it's like it is hard to tell someone who's just so in love to just be like, take a beat.
Oh, team.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, she said she no longer wants to name her kids Eddie, Freddie, and Teddy.
Wait, that's breaking news. To
Yeah.
me. I didn't know that.
And I think she has them tattooed on her somewhere, but she said that's no longer the names of her kids.
Did she say what they are now or
No.
Oh.
I guess she just threw them out.
What?
And I think she had a tattoo of them. Well, yeah.
Oh, I thought that tattoo was fake because she was trying to be like G-Flip.
Oh. I love that era.
It was quick. It was a very short era where she was trying to be like G-Flip.
Love G-Flip.
As I'm talking about this, I'm realizing JoJo Siwa kind of stresses me out. I'm like, I don't know her, but I'm like, I worry for her.
Same. I actually do too. No, it's so funny. Like over the weekend too, I was thinking about JoJo Siwa a lot. And I was like, God, and I just feel so connected to her in so many levels. The trolling, what's real, what's not. Like, is this love? Is this for publicity? Like, I feel like there's just so...
The friendships.
A friendship is a friendship, or is it love, or am I in love? And then just... Yeah, and then she talked about she felt forced to be calling herself a lesbian at 17. It's just like, there is a lot to unpack, and I don't think anyone without a medical license should be unpacking this with her because it's just a lot. It is a lot. Because if she really does feel that way, if she was like forced to come out, oh my God, like it's just a lot.
Yeah, she said when I came out at 17, I said I'm pansexual because I don't care about gender. But then I kind of boxed myself in and I said I'm lesbian. And I think I did that because of the pressure. In a weird way, I think it came a little bit from inside the community, from people I know, from partners I've had. You just get put in this world where you feel like because you have said, oh, I'm lesbian, you have to be a lesbian. And the truth is sexuality is fluid.
And I got some people's like take on it was like, understand it, but then they say sometimes that's like when the opposite side uses that like terminology against them,
Yeah,
where it's
like the fluid thing.
Yeah.
I think we're all, because I don't think it's Yeah, I kind of see. More on that side. Like, I don't think it's fluid. I don't think you have a choice. I think it's more so you are constantly discovering things about yourself and learning things about yourself that. And she's so young. Like, like
yeah, when you're that young, yeah.
She's still figuring. Like, I don't think it's like a fluid thing. I think she's constantly learning things about herself, and I think her scope of the world was very limited because of child stardom, and it is just now opening up.
Yeah, and just like not being able to date.
Yeah.
Like, people in general.
Yeah. I really, I do genuinely wish for the best because she stresses me the hell out. There's a lot of she's doing a little too much chit chat, and like we gotta Olivia Rodrigo.
Here.
I was gonna say no more, but yeah, here, yes.
Chit chat here, girl. Let Daily Mail twist your words over here. I know what you're saying. Yeah, like people go, but you know what? There are people there are people who are quiet and private, and I think that works for the majority of people. But then there are people like me and JoJo. Because I was thinking about that too. Jackie Aina, who is like a beauty influencer, she replied to a comment. I think she might have just recently got married. I'm not sure. But she changed her name. Her last name is changed on her thing. And then one comment was like, oh my God, I can't believe you would change your name for a man who's like broke and doesn't care about you. Whatever. Kind of like baiting her to like talk about her guy and be like, no, trying to defend herself and like spill the tea. But she kind of was like, y'all don't know me. And she just kept it really short. And I was like, God, I love that she keeps everything so private because it's like nobody can win that way. But then I was thinking like, I could never ever do that. And neither could JoJo. I just don't think that's possible for her to do. And I think that's what I'm saying. I feel for her. She's polarizing right now. It's a very lover hater. It's kind of on the hate pendulum right now for a lot of people, but she's real. She's real about her feelings. I don't know. Yeah. And I think unintentionally, like, yeah, you can hurt some communities, but I don't think she like is intentionally doing it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I kind of feel for her. Like, when I question my gender, it's like, I get what you're saying, girl, but also like maybe don't say it that way.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think heart in the right place.
Yeah.
I think just young, stunted, figuring things out.
Well, she has that added layer that I didn't have as like child stardom and like all that. I mean, kind of. I mean, I'm going to say it like it's like a kind of abuse what she went through, at least on Abby Lee, whether it was fake or real. I mean, she kind of had like a lot of like being yelled at a lot as a kid, and she was crying, whether it was like real tears or not. I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what I'm saying. Her warped sense of like what's real, what's not is even more skewed because it's like, girl, you've been playing make-believe since you were 6, and it's not your fault. You were on this show that you were thrusted into, but I love her. I know a great therapist. I have a really good one. Maybe she's seeing one. Maybe she's getting help. Or maybe she's just fine.
True. Well, I feel like you can always benefit. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I feel like even when you're just fine is when you can always benefit from talking and exploring and realizing.
Your third podcast, Just Fine.
Love it. Let's do it. I've got the time now. Got the space. Make another one. We have our Patreon over there, not Loveline. We can put one behind there. You ready, Moses? Build another one.
Of course.
Me and JoJo's podcast could be all rainbows.
I'm dead.
The rainbow Birkin.
Is Rainbow her brand anymore still or no?
Oh.
I don't know if she wears rainbows like that anymore.
She ripped up all her rainbow.
She's obviously, still part of the LGBTQIA+, but I haven't seen her
not
don rainbows.
Well, it's going to be our brand, girl. I got pink here, Cheetah Not Loveline, rainbows over at Just Fine. It's a good name. Yeah, I love it. Just to former lesbians. That can be the name of our podcast. Girl, I love you. I love everyone. No hate to anyone mentioned in this podcast. We love everyone the same because if you don't love everyone, you hate them, right, Moses? So we love you. Thanks for watching. And you know what? It always gets better.
And if you're mean to me when I'm depressed right now, I will hire an Etsy witch to curse you.
Oh my God.
I've decided.
What?
Yeah. So I don't want to hear any Baldoni babes on my ass today, okay?
Oh, got it.
Because I will hire an Etsy witch 100%. I am not opposed to it. I've seen it work for other people, so.
Who?
I know some people who've hired some Etsy witches.
Well, don't come for me either. Because I am a witch. And I can cast spells, so.
You don't even have to outsource.
Yeah, I know how to do it myself. I got black salt upstairs. Let's go. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. We love you, and we'll see you on. Are we doing the extended? What's happening? Yeah, extended?
I think so,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Patreon.com/JustTrish for the extended. It's going to get even goofier over there.
I got some hot topics.
Oh,
Moses is back
He's been
from the
saving up
headache.
for the
Yeah.
paywall,
He said-
dearest.
Love you guys. Bye.